In this video, I'll be surviving 100 days as a fairy type Pokemon trainer in Minecraft Cobblemon. Building a team using only fairy types will come with its challenges, but I'll need to create a team good enough to beat my 10 rivals. I'll also fight various other players throughout these 100 days. So watch as I start from nothing and build a whole team, fill out the Pokedex, explore dungeons, and more. I hope you all enjoy the video. I have a couple ideas of what Pokemon I want to get down the line, but as for starter Pokemon, there's honestly only really one that we can pick. And some Pokemon professionals may already be knowing what it is, but it's a water type. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick it now. Alright, and that Pokemon is indeed Popplio. It evolves into Primarina, which is a fairy and water type, which is the only fairy type starter, as far as I know at least. If there's another one, feel free to let me know. But I'm collecting some wood, which obviously is really important for some starter tools. Alright, I cut down this tree and the leaves instantly evaporated. That is one thing that happens on this server here. I think now is probably a good time to bring up Cobble Cove. That is the server we are playing on today. But we have tried really hard to go ahead and try to make it very entertaining and fun and fair for everybody. You can buy every single command and perk for completely free using /shop. There's also a free to earn currency called gems, which allows you to buy anything you would normally buy in maybe a shop. There's skins, a lot of cosmetic things. There's a pretty big active community here. Everyone is pretty friendly most of the time. So I would heavily suggest if you guys play Java and you play Cobblemon that you should really give it a try. I also need to make a stone pickaxe. Let me throw out this wood one. We're not keeping that. And you know, why don't I actually make a stone axe, sorry, and a stone shovel. I'm also going to go ahead and turn on that sidebar now, which basically just gives you some very basic information like your balance, your token count, and your gems. Tokens are earned by doing /vote. If you do join the server, you can get them for, very easily by just voting, and then they can be used to buy what rewards you want. Instead of getting like a random reward, you get to pick it, because the server is heading in a direction where there's not going to be any random factors or chests that you open. Because, like I said, we are putting in a big effort to try and make the server as enjoyable and accessible as possible to everybody. Enough with the ad though. We are here to play some fairy only Cobblemon, which is going to be pretty fun. My Popplio is level 10. I don't know if I'm going to put much work into leveling them up at the moment. I guess now I'm also just looking for some apricorns for we could maybe go ahead and plant those. That would be nice. Maybe get some free Pokeballs off the start. I can also do /kit starter, which just gives you a couple of Pokeballs. It is really nothing very overpowered at all. So we're going to keep those in our inventory just in case we find a Pokemon that we really want. But I'm still going to try and make our own little Pokemon farm because it will be a lot more efficient to do it that way. There's some berries right here. We could get those. I don't think it would hurt. There is going to be a raid starting in 6 minutes. There is a raid every 1 hour on the server, which can give you some pretty nice rewards and you get to fight a Pokemon. But you need closer to like a level 70, 65, something closer to that to be able to battle it. And we have a level 10, so we would not be able to do any damage. So battling right now would be a waste of time, unfortunately. But if we level up our team as fast as we can, we could indeed beat it at some point here soon. I'm also stuck in snow, powdered snow. I did not mean to fall in that. Oh, I actually found somebody else's build over here. That looks pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, but it still doesn't change the fact that it looks cool. And I assume this is their claim somewhere around here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I also can start catching like the random Pokemon I see because I guess I'm in somebody's claim. But as I was saying, we can start catching these random Pokemon, and the reason is that we can actually level up and get a Dex rank, which will give us rewards once we reach each rank. Alright, I've caught a couple Pokemon, and I'm trying to catch more, but if we do /STS, we can sell a Pokemon like Wooloo for $3,200, which is going to help us start making a little bit of money on the side, which is important. We've also gone up to level 19 on Popplio from the capture XP we're getting. Ooh, I just finished a challenge and we got 48 ancient jet balls for catching it. Like 10 Pokemon, I think it probably was. So that is definitely not bad. That's going to be very helpful for catching these Pokemon. Vanillite, I don't have that one yet. And Popplio is actually level 26. So why don't we evolve it to Brion? We can watch the animation for fun. They're also kind of stuck in stone, so let me fix that so we can see a bit better. And there we go. The mid evolution has been unlocked for a starter. But I don't think they're fairy yet. They're not fairy quite yet. This is actually my last Pokeball. So yeah, we're going to have to find some apricorn seeds. I also did not just mean to fly there. Further into my video, I will start flying around because you can get the permission on the server. But I usually wait at least like 10, 20, or 30 days just to keep it a little bit more classic. But later in the video it becomes really helpful, and I mean, I do end up using it. If you guys think I shouldn't though, feel free to leave a comment. I'm always open for input. But yeah, I mean, I can get some of these berries to sell them too, why not? Let's just actually right click them so they stay there if somebody else wants some. We need acorn trees to plant on some leaves, hopefully. Or we could just collect some from running around. Like here's some green acorns. Who knows what we can make with that, but it's definitely worth finding out. Alright, no seed. Oh no, we did get seed. Nice. 1 seed. 2 seeds. Alright. Okay, I found some black acorns, so I got those. We didn't get a seed, but we have 8 of those now as well. So, I mean, definitely not bad. I wonder if we get some gold or something, though. We can craft with, I think, dusk balls. Okay, we could craft some dusk balls. Alright, that's not bad. We need to find some gold, though, so maybe a trip to the Nether or something is in order. We do need some iron, though, and we found some right here. So let me get that. And I could possibly melt it and make a pickaxe so I can get a little bit of gold. Then we could at least continue catching stuff, and like we could go to the end and catch some stuff because dusk balls are better there. So we wouldn't really be sacrificing much since we do have to go to the end at some point. I was pretty lucky I found a green and then black tree. I'm sure we're gonna find even more trees when we continue looking in a second here. I need to find some more open caves and get a couple more pieces of iron as well, because we have 3, but that is just the perfect amount to make a pickaxe, and we should have a little bit extra. Still getting some more berries. I just sold the ones that I had a second ago. Okay, I just started to launch myself through the air, sorry. I guess I'm moderately flying. I think it's because when I start recording, I just start slapping on my keys on my keyboard more because, I don't know, it's just a habit. So, you know, I inevitably just end up slapping my spacebar multiple times and start flying and launching myself around. But we can't worry about that for now. We need to continue looking for some loot. I think it might be time to go to the Nether, though, and just melt this 3. Oh, we don't even have stone. Let me go into a cave really quickly, then. That might help us get some more iron, too. I mean, if we need the stone down there anyway. Maybe let's run until we do find some iron, which is not guaranteed to happen, and it doesn't seem like it has, but let me start melting my iron right here. That should be 8. Okay, a little bit over, and there we go. All right, let me craft my pickaxe right here, and then when my 2 other pieces of iron melt, I'm ready to go. And hopefully, we do /warp nether. We can do /RTP while in the nether to get a random location that is hopefully going to be unlooted. Let me get my cobblestone or some blocks out as well. Maybe mining in some netherrack would help too. We just get a couple pieces right here. Alright, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Something like that will be fine. And then we can just go ahead and run and place the blocks below us. So I'm going to /fly and disable it specifically because I keep accidentally doing it. So I'll just keep it disabled until later when we start using it because it's been long enough. But in these starting days, you know, we gotta play like anyone else would. It's a tough life out there. Can't fly, we can't do anything good. And I don't see any gold like first glance, but I'm also kind of stuck in a bad spot having to run around. Okay, it looks like there's a couple places here, like on this block. We don't need that much honestly too, so a couple veins will do it. Need more netherrack to stack too, so I've got to collect a little bit of that at least. We also need to keep our pickaxe durability because it's gonna break quick. I mean, there's one more mini vein like above me right here, so I might as well get that. Hopefully it's not 1. Okay, it seems like it's at least 2. And it ended up being 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nice, which gives us a total of 8, 9. 52 gold, which is like 4 or 5 ingots maybe? Not enough yet. Okay, we have 10 gold, so if we put all that into a crafting table, we surround it in the black and green acorns, then that makes us, there we go, 16 dusk balls only. Well, I thought it made us more than that, honestly. That's kind of bad. Oh yeah, it's 2 acorns for each one, right? Well, we won't really be able to do anything with that in the nether, so, or the end, I mean, sorry. I guess we have to go back to the overworld and keep exploring a little bit more, but while I'm here, I'm also going to just continue just a tiny bit and go ahead and keep trying to find some gold just for I have it to craft balls in the future. Because I'm already here, so I might as well look a little bit longer, I think, and just find another vein or 2. Alright, I probably need to just keep collecting the gold because I found a couple veins right here that are pretty good, and I do not want to stop. And yeah, there's one more here. We have over a stack of nuggets now, which will help a little bit. I'm going to collect these patches here. There's a couple more patches of gold, and I'm going to go back and look for some more acorns, which hopefully we will find some good ones, and we can grow a couple of acorns. You know, also in those biomes I was just at, if I backtrack a bit, we could actually get bone blocks and then bone meal the acorns and have it go a little bit quicker as well. So if that makes sense, you can just bone meal the blocks, so like we can just get a bunch of extra apricorns basically. Alright, I just got some bone blocks. We have 35. I think that's good enough for now, but I also want to go ahead and craft some more gold. We have 26, which is definitely not bad. I think it's time we just go to the overworld now, use some of our bone blocks, and find some good amount of apricorns. A good amount of apricorns, I should say. Alright, see, I just found a yellow tree here, so if we just stand here with like a stack of bone meal, we can collect a stack of yellow apricorns. Just don't mind the mouse sounds. And there we go. Oh, I guess it's not a full stack actually, because that's just not how it works. So let's collect all these other ones. Alright, not too bad. And if I can go ahead and once again get up to just a stack of these by standing here, I'm gonna do that. Okay, 1 stack. The good thing about this is that we also got some seeds, so we can make like a real farm if we want soon, which would be really nice if we just let it grow over time. I'm trying to get some ultra balls, so the last thing we need is a black apricorn tree, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I found some more iron. That's gonna be helpful to grab as well, so I will do that. 4 more, and with the 2 we already have, there's gonna be 2 more pickaxes, which you might honestly need because our pickaxe is already almost broken somehow. I guess it's for mining all that gold and stuff, which makes sense. You know, I also see a comfy right here, which would be a cool Pokemon to add to our collection if it's a fairy type. Maybe use some of our dusk balls, even though they're gonna be the same as Pokeballs. I just don't have any other Pokeballs nearby. If I just found black ones, we'd be fine, but I guess we could wait for nighttime too real quick. This cover's also level like 45, so it'd be a nice boost to get through those first rivals a little bit easier. That's a white apricorn. That's not going to help us right now. Comfy is also being pretty stubborn with the Pokeball. This is the 3rd one now. I guess we can collect these green ones. Why not? I mean, we could use them at some point. Even if it's not what we need right now. Yeah, we need to get a black seed either, so. But you know what we could do is we could actually just do /shop. And we could go in agriculture and just buy a black apricorn seed for $500. A little bit expensive. And then we could place it on a tree and then bone meal from there. Yeah, I just thought of that. Okay, so we have 5 apricorn seeds, 52 black apricorns, and I just used up all my bone meal. So could we actually now go ahead and craft some ultra balls? There we go, stacking 40. It's nothing crazy. But if I just throw it at this guy, we can go ahead and get them captured, hopefully. Okay, first Pokeball does not hit. That's fine. Maybe the second Pokeball. Also, can we do /BC and put our Murkrow away in there? There we go. So then we only have fairy Pokemon in our inventory. Also, to be able to fight the first rival, we need to level up this Brionne to level 36 for it to even count as a fairy type Pokemon, because right now it's a water type. So that would not count. We cannot fight with it. Which I think we only need probably 3 more levels. We've been through a couple Pokeballs now. This is like my 5th or 6th one, so hopefully we finally get this captured. Come on. Comfy, come on. Okay, not yet. Okay, that took a while, but we finally caught the Comfy. Hopefully they're even good. Oh, there we go. Brionne can evolve into Primarina. Just like that, we now have a fairy type. I think it has the best moves we can teach it at the moment. We can have some variation between the moves right now too. Icy Wind, Sing. Does not sound very bad to me. What's the accuracy in Sing, by the way? I'm curious. 55, that sucks. Yeah, I don't really want to try to catch Diggersby because I think it's going to be really hard again, but I want to get more Pokedex progress so we can get to... Ooh, Fairy, or Igglybuff, whatever. Oh, Diggersby was the first Pokeball too, that's surprising. But Igglybuff in level 19 was not the first Pokeball, makes sense. I think that means we got lucky. We will catch a couple of water Pokemon in a second too. But yeah, 10% will give us a free lucky egg, and there's some other helpful things. Can we STS and sell Diggersby? Yeah, $4,500. Maybe I had an ability or something, because that's pretty expensive. And we're now sitting at 12,000, which is definitely a pretty good amount. In Kesh's Goldeen, we got Basculin. We can get this sugar cane in case we end up wanting some. Let me go here in case we need to throw another Pokeball. We should not have to throw 2 Pokeball for our level 12 Goldeen, though. That is a little bit odd. Ooh, a crab Pokemon. Okay, Goldeen got caught, and I threw a Pokeball, so I gotta go over here anyway. Oh, it just bounced across the ground or something. That was cool. Ooh, the crab got caught first try. We're getting pretty lucky with these. Also, from all the bone meal, we got 5 more black apricorn seeds. So if we do make a farm now, we're going to have a good start. So that is a good side of the... another good reason why the bone meal was a nice idea. We're also in the resource world, so we do lose hunger now. Because I thought the resource world would maybe have some more unlooted stuff. If you want to get there, just do /warp space resource. And yeah, we can just eat some raw beef. I think would be plenty for the time being. So we're not going to be here too long anyway. A downside is also that we can have a legendary spawn in us while here, so I'm gonna AFK in a certain biome for a certain legendary when I go AFK throughout this video. When I have to step away from my computer or I'm editing, you know, stuff like that. Because if not, then the legendaries would be way harder to get if I mean, that would be the whole video, talking and waiting for a legendary. So yeah, I'm just gonna, when I get up, I'm just gonna leave my account sit in there waiting for the legendary to spawn, which is of course a good idea. That's what you would do in any sort of thing you were playing, I assume. Gloss Lifleur, I hope I said that kind of right. Hoppip we don't have yet either. Just catching a bunch of random Pokemon right now. We need to think of other fun fairy Pokemon too. Like, I don't have much of an idea for a team. I know a couple Pokemon I want to get, like I said, but I mean, I only really know 2 big Pokemon I want. In Primarina, obviously, so I got like 3 of my 6 that I do want to end up trying to have for my team. And we need that 4 main Pokemon for our main team when we battle people. But we can, of course, swap out and stuff. Is this Rapidash fairy type? I don't know. It looks like it could be. But I also bet it sucks if it is. There's like 3 Pokemon I haven't caught right here, so I'm just going to throw Pokeballs at them and hope for the best as well. Get our Primarina a little bit, have a higher level. There's one more Pokemon, Oricorio, which is fire and flying. Okay, we caught Petil, or whatever it is. Oh, this Flaffy. Now all we have left is this Rapidash, I think it is. And our first page is filled out on our PC, so we gotta start transferring duplicates, which seems to only be Hoppip at the moment. If we could also evolve some of them, that would probably be for the best too, and then we can get the Dex progress, get them out of our PC for taking up less room. There's Rapidash, which is actually fairy and psychic type. Interesting. Prevents the Pokemon's allies from being poisoned. I mean, sure, we can keep it. I mean, it's a fairy type for now. I don't know if we'll keep it to our landing, but definitely doesn't hurt to have it in our party at the beginning here. And with all that being said, I think we're ready to battle our first rival. So let's challenge the rival. The first rival is going to be the bug rival. So I don't know how it's going to go. I mean, we don't EV trained or anything. We do have an 8 level lead, which will hopefully help a bit. I'm thinking we probably go for Aqua Jet. It's a priority move. We're going to hit first. We're super effective at least. So this should finish it off, especially... Ooh, it doesn't finish it off. Bug Bite comes back to hit us. Doesn't do much damage at all. So let's try Bubble Beam. Ooh, they go first because we didn't use the priority move though this time. Bubble Beam does hit and does more than enough damage to finish off the Volcarona this time. It was also a critical hit by chance. And Sizer, I think something like Bubble Beam again should be fine. It does not finish it off though, but we can use a priority move next turn. So yeah, we won't even let Sizer use that focus energy move because we're gonna kill him before, I think. And oh, one hit does not actually do it. Sizer used Roost. Wait, what did focus energy do then? Okay, I don't know. I mean, healing some health, not a bad idea. Let's try Bubble Beam again. Alright, and that does finish off the battle because I think the Bacteria only has 2 Pokemon. Alright, well, that's the first rival. Definitely not too difficult. As you can see, the next rival is going to be the Ice rival, which shouldn't really counter us too heavily, but that is for the next 10 days, and we're not going to battle it quite yet. So I was AFKing here for a little bit after defeating that rival. No Pokemon yet. This is where one of the legendary spawn that I want, but we're going to keep AFKing here, and like I said, we're going to get the legendary at some point. I'm just going to spoil now. I'm going to get Fluttermane. You know, who doesn't like Fluttermane? They're a pretty cool Pokemon, fast and everything like that. Male ratio and negative 100%. Fluttermane always women or females? I don't know. Never actually, or maybe they're ungendered. Cause I don't know. Oh yeah, female ratio 200%. I guess they always are. Anyways, I'm trying to look where they spawn. Alright, looks like in Fractured Savannas, Dripstone Caves, and Stony Spires. Why don't we find a Fractured Savanna then? Okay, and we are in the Fractured Savanna. I wonder if they spawn at this Y level or how it works. I'm not entirely sure on that part. You know, if I actually do /combo top on the server, yeah, it's this guy named Time Wizard has a 145 Fluttermane chain. So I wonder if I could maybe ask him where he gets his Fluttermanes. You know, some maybe someone could give me some actual tips. But for now, I guess we're just stuck running around this biome until we find one, which I'm okay with because I could also catch all of these Pokemon that I've not gotten yet. Like Bunnelby sounds like a new one to me. Yeah, we've not caught a Bunnelby yet. I just started for a second there, sorry. But we did catch Diggersby, the evolution. And Geodude, I don't think we have a Geodude. Okay, apparently we do have a Geodude. Late Leo we don't have. As for other fairy types, like, I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about my plans. Fluttermane, the legendary I was trying to get, guys, is Xerneas. I mean, when I think of fairy legendary, that's instantly what comes to my mind. I know the Zacians are there. I mean, the Zacian and Zamazenta are in there, but I mean, they are cool Pokemon as well. But I did think Xerneas would fit a little bit better. Maybe try to do some Geomancy shenanigans or something like that. I think could be very fun. Clefairy, Rockruff, Rattata. We don't actually have Rattata though. Nimble, we don't have either. That's 2 more Pokemon right there. Let's make sure we capture these. And if I can, let's actually put away some of these Pokemon in our PC. Fairy Rapidash we'll just keep at the bottom of page 2. So we kind of can go back to it if we do want to end up using that. I wonder what the stats look like for the Rapidash. Like if we just do PWiki Rapidash, I think we can go to, where is it? Evolutions, no. Aspects, should be somewhere in here. Yeah, Aspects, Galarian Rapidash, and then the base stats. I mean, 105 speed, this doesn't even sound bad. This seems like a usable Pokemon, honestly. Like, we could look a little more into it. Anticipation, the Pokemon can sense an opposing Pokemon's dangerous moves. I don't know what that does, I would have to look it up. Prevents the Pokemon and its allies from being badly poisoned. Obviously, something like that would be pretty okay if you were going against a poison team, especially. Like, if you're fighting a poison gym leader, I mean, that is a very good ability. And then, of course, Runaway is a useless ability for us. We don't need to run away from Pokemon. No evolution for Rapidash. I'm gonna stop looking at that now because I think I have all the info I do need. Here, I guess, what if we have a Pokemon that could Mega Evolve too? Last video used a Mega Evolution. It was really fun because Mega Evolutions are working flawlessly on the server now. They weren't previously because there was like some bugs in the 1.7 Cobblemon code, I think. There were some issues with the mods. But I'm pretty sure like Megas are working perfectly fine, which is super fun. So I was also going to make a Mega Trainer video sometime soon, I think, which I'm really excited for. But today we're doing Fairy, so I gotta hold my horses a little bit there. I mean, we can test out some Megas to see when we do that video. What Megas do we want to use? I've only tried out Mega Charizard Y in my previous video, and it did like the drought setting was awesome. I mean, the stats felt pretty good. I didn't really look them up though, to be honest. But yeah, this video I'll definitely have to, I mean, off the top of my head, Mawile can Mega Evolve, but I don't actually know if that is Fairy type. I mean, the non-Mega is still /Fairy, so I'm assuming the Mega keeps that type. But even if it doesn't, would it count if we had that still? I think I would personally count it, yeah. Okay, yeah, it does keep its type anyway, so I don't even have to worry about that. I've not seen a Fluttermane spawn in yet, though, either, so I'm not sure. I could ask in chat, I guess, because there's somebody on here that knows better than I do, but it's only like, what, day 11 or 12 or something, so I'm not in too much of a rush or hurry to get Fluttermane. I mean, it's a pretty good Pokemon, so I can definitely wait. We'll need an EV Train Primarina, but we need money before we do that stuff. So maybe we could build a base in this location, possibly? I don't know, I think we'd be AFKing for Xerneas longer though, so we should probably make a home where they spawn instead. Because I just feel like it'd probably get more use than if we had put something right here. Because once we get a Fluttermane or two, one with some good IVs, one that's good enough, I mean, we're not going to have much of a purpose, to be quite honest with you guys. So placing our apricorn farms here would kind of feel like a little bit of a waste. Especially because, like I said, when AFK, I'm going to be AFKing for the legendary because we can't catch Fluttermane when we're AFK anyway. So we might just have to spend active time here hunting for it. A little more clarification on the fly thing that you can get. It's going to be moved to like the /level system, so you can buy levels on here with all in-game stuff, of course. And you will unlock /fly at some point, but right now /fly is in the shop for coins. So you can buy the ability to fly with a couple $100,000. But in my videos, I'd give myself some permissions that you would have to buy otherwise, because if I did have to buy every permission, every video, if I wanted to use it, it would take up like 60 days probably getting that money, every command. So I give it to myself according to when it feels like I've made enough progress and it's going to help me. So that's why I have the fly activated sometimes. Even on the server I log on, it's automatically activated too. I should probably change that in future videos just for it's a little bit more foolproof, but I promise when I'm not recording, it's not like I just start flying around the world at like light speed. I'm not using it at all right now. But yeah, I think day 20 or 30, 40 is when I usually start flying pretty egregiously. It helps you get Pokemon, helps everything speed up a bit, which also helps the videos be more entertaining, because then I'm not like recording for 20 minutes to find new Pokemon. I can fly to them quicker, you know what I mean? So it is really in the spirit of making these videos more entertaining for you guys watching. I just wanted to clarify that point a little bit, because I have accidentally flown like 10 times and there's probably going to be a couple curious people. I'm catching this Lotad right now. Some water Pokemon, like I always neglect those till later, so If I catch some of them now, that's a good boost to our dex, I think. I also need to put away some more Pokemon because our party's full. I do like to keep it empty so I can have more than enough room for to be able to see them in my party, the Pokemon that I am catching. Well, this kind of sucks. We have a Zapdos that spawned in us, which we can't use, but I mean, we might as well catch it, right? So I think it would be better if I get into a battle because I don't have any Pokeballs and try to put it to sleep with Seeing. Alright, we got one hit killed, so that's not gonna happen. Hopefully the Dusk Balls actually do something though, because like if they don't, that's kind of sad. Oh, okay, wow, he jumps instantly out of the Dusk Ball. We're gonna have to just give this guy to somebody. Wonder if anyone's selling Pokeballs on the shop. Okay, they're not selling Pokeballs on the shop. That's okay. So I guess we just have to hope we get it with these couple ones left. We could buy like a stack of Pokeballs though, so we could probably just do that. I also voted, guys, so I got some more tokens. Oh wait, the vote party was on. That when the vote party hits, a legendary spawns on somebody, and it picked me, I guess. And we got Galarian Zapdos. I mean, I'm not unhappy, but at the same time, kind of need a Xerneas, guys. I mean, the worst case, we could sell this on like the STS for a pretty good amount of money. So I mean, we just have to go ahead and buy a stack of Ultra Balls to catch this with, because they sell for like 40 or 50,000. So even if we use this entire stack of Ultra Balls, we still profited like $30,000. And we can probably sell it to a player for like 50, 60, 65,000 or something like that. Or maybe not, because we already caught it. If we sold it before we caught it, we could sell for more, I bet. But I don't want to sell it before I catch it. I would rather catch it first, honestly. And then we have to wait. If someone wants to buy, we would have to like, maybe put in a minecart and leave it here. Too much work for me. Because, I mean, I might use this in the future. I keep some Pokemon from previous videos I record, in case I ever go back to making, like, I don't know, a continuous series, but I just reset my account every time. I mean, yeah, I keep Pokemon, and this could definitely be one I keep from this video, even if we're not going to use it. Or it could be some money for us this video. Shiny Igglybuff spawn down here. I kind of want to go get that. Hopefully the Zapdos doesn't despawn or anything, though. Alright, here it is. It's not going to be good IVs or anything, but it's going to be a shiny fairy type. Come on, first Pokeball, come on. No, come on, second Pokeball. Also, I have 23 Pokeballs left. I'm actually going to use a full stack on the Zapdos. I don't know how to feel about that. Might have to STS this thing right after I catch it. Okay, well, one Pokeball left. Do we even continue catching this thing? I probably shouldn't be catching out of battle, but at the same time, I don't really have anything to battle it with, so I don't know. I mean, I guess we could try a little more. Is there any other good Pokeball? I guess, why don't we buy a couple Quick Balls, then we enter a battle. We catch it, and then we re-enter the battle over and over again, because this is the highest chance we can get. Alright, well, we have 3 balls left, so you do the math. Already had a couple attempts at this, and it's not looking too great for me. Guys, I used literally like 16 quick balls doing that method, like in and out of the battle to be like the first turn, and it did not work. I'm starting to think we're about to lose money catching the Zapdos. This is crazy. I mean, we're going to have to prepare for Xerneas and actually get in a battle with it, because imagine we spend 6 attacks in an hour catching Xerneas later. Is the catch rate like really low on Galarian Zapdos or something? I'm starting to think it's impossible to catch this thing. Oh? Oh, I thought that was it. Okay, I finally caught the Zapdos. Oh my gosh. Defiant, I mean, it's not a bad Pokemon probably. I mean, people were saying it sucks in chat, but just the amount of Pokeballs and stuff I had to spend catching that thing. Yeah, $50,000. Guys, I think I might have to sell this. What are the IVs like? 31 HP, 31 defense. Neither of the attack stats are max, but the speed probably is not going to end up being worth it to keep. But if I do end up selling, I will tell you guys. Actually, can we sell it right now? Okay, well, I sold it. I've caught better Galarian Zapdoses. And $50,000, I mean, look, we're at 53,000. I just replenished all the money I just spent on that thing and gave us extra. So we can, like, go ahead and go, like, what is it? Go to the end and level up a Pokemon. We can catch new Pokemon. I'm going to continue trying to get a 10% dex right now, I think, because that'd be a nice thing to do within these 10 days, this 10-day span. Just because unlocking the first thing on the dex, like I said, will give us the lucky egg. It will help us level up a little bit. And I just want to run around and explore, like, what kind of random Pokemon we can find. So I want to get at least one Pokemon that we just, like, bump into and it ends up being on our team. I think that's really fun in these videos, for me at least. Last video was Talonflame. I never wanted to get a Talonflame on my team, but then I ended up finding out that you can use the Gale Wings ability and use Priority Tailwind, and I don't know, it was really fun to that was just pure chance experimenting, so it will also help me get better slowly just by practicing with a random Pokemon. The Drulodon is up here. That's a nice spawn, but unfortunately we cannot use it because it is neither of the types we need to use, or neither of the types that we can use, I should say. But I mean, if we catch it fast, it could be nice to add it to the Pokedex, because I know it's one of the more rare spawns. Okay, I finally caught Drulodon. It took like way too long and way too many Pokeballs, honestly, but you know, at least I have another Pokemon. There's also a structure up there that's been dismantled, so don't think I'm gonna go that way. Wonder if I should go back to the resource world for a little bit. If I do /warp resource and /RTP, we can do that and start looking around. Oh yeah, there's gonna be mobs around here too, which is kind of dangerous. Maybe we have to, I wonder if we can sleep in here with like one bed, because we might be like the only person in here. Also, I totally just would have died if I didn't have no fall damage. But you don't lose your inventory when you die or anything, so it wouldn't have mattered. I would just RTP here again. Ooh, there's some iron actually. Guess we could use some of that. Why not? I think Fluttermane also has a chance to spawn in this biome that we're in right now, so maybe we'll find one underground here. I mean, there's a chance. I think we're actually gonna find diamonds down here. I did not plan to go caving and find diamonds, but if we can get some free loot, I mean, I'm all for it. Why not? Some diamond armor could be nice too, because we might play a little bit of a dungeon with some mobs to get some gold and loot and stuff. Alright, 21 iron total. There is a vein of diamonds right here. We could probably go ahead and melt some of our iron. Oh, whoa. I mean, if we melt stuff here, we can't die, because then we would lose all of it, right? So let me be careful. We know craft a new pickaxe. So let me get my crafting table out. There's the new pickaxe for us. And throw out this stone one. We can break this one just by mining a little bit. And some extra blocks definitely won't hurt. Alright, I'm still waiting for some iron, but I think now is a good time to go ahead and make a chest plate and a pair of leggings. We can put those on. Alright, there's another baby zombie chasing me, so maybe we should make like an axe for a weapon. That would probably be nice. If we just stack up right here, I can go ahead and do that. And then now we can mine wood faster, and I can take care of mobs pretty quickly. I'm also running out of food. Maybe we can get some glowberries? I don't know. I kind of want to find more diamonds before we go up. Another vein of diamonds right here. Well, I said vein, but it's literally one, so does it really count as a vein at that point? Ooh, a moonstone. I'll definitely take one of these. Maybe we'll end up using it for something. I don't know. Doesn't like Clefable evolve from one of those or something? Alright, so I did accidentally die to a creeper, so I'm in a new cave that RTP to again. But I found some diamonds already, and then good side. So I'll definitely take it. Maybe we'll find more diamonds in this cave than the other one. Another vein here. Looks like there's less mobs so far too, which obviously is always exciting. This is a ginormous vein of diamonds. Oh my gosh. There's so many right here. I feel like that was 8 or close to even over it. I don't know. Must have been 2 next to each other. Ooh, I know one more right here. Nice. So now we have 16 total. Definitely pretty good. There are some diamonds above me. Other than that, I think we gotta go deeper into the cave, because I did not want to stack up for diamonds, to be honest. I didn't get food while I was up there too, but that's okay. We're not gonna be in the resource world for that long. I'm really just here for some quick diamonds because I thought of it, because I was fell down into a cave earlier. I mean, I guess Clink is right here too. Maybe we could get some of these cave Pokemon while we're down here. Getting chased by some skeletons. I don't see any more diamonds yet. Okay, I might go ahead and go up. I might let the mobs kill me so I get teleported. Wait, I can just /spawn though. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I let them kill me. And I'm back in the resource world, and it is daytime here. So I'm gonna put away my Drulodon, my Clink, and let's continue catching Pokemon. I need to buy more Pokeballs soon, and it also seems like I'm on an island, which is not ideal, but it also gives me a chance to catch some water Pokemon, because there's water right here that we do not have yet. I mean, we don't have these two, I know that as well. They're really running away from us though. And I'm sure it's going to take more than one Pokeball to catch all these guys, so we're going to be swimming around here for like a minute. Tentacruel, please get caught on this next Pokeball. And what did this guy get captured? No. Carvana, I think the name is. What was in a Sharpedo? I don't actually know the exact name for Sharpedo. I don't know if the K's pronounced in it though. I think I remember Sharpedo. Alright, throw a ball the Tentacruel, and I have to go all the way over here to catch this Carvana, so if we don't catch that Tentacruel, I think it's actually going to be easier to just throw one of these. Also, it's a lower level, so hopefully that gives us a better chance of actually catching it. Carvana, another Pokeball for you. And we are out of Pokeballs, so if we go ahead and do /shop, we could buy some more of those. stack of Ultra Balls. There we go. Third Pokeball was like 3 Tentacruel. I don't think any of them got captured. This one next to me is up 11, so we should be able to catch it. I mean, the Carvana as well. I mean, I've not thrown as many Pokeballs like Carvana's, but there we go. The Tentacruel finally gets captured. Oh, and we get like with the Carvana, so we can finally just leave this little lake we're in. But I mean, that's like 1 or 2 new Pokemon. I'll definitely take it. It seems like we're not on a full island, because right here there is some more land that we can jump onto with a Tauros and a Grimer. We don't have either of those, and we don't have this crab down here. I'm gonna go run and throw one of the Grimer as well, and see if we caught the crab. Oh, we did. Nice. Okay. We're gonna have to go back on that cliffside then. The Grimer does not go in yet, and the Tauros is probably gonna be hard because it's such a high level. Ooh, nice. Grimer does get in the Pokeball. And overall, we're sitting at 6% dex completion. We're getting closer to being... It says I already earned it, but I'll fix this in a second. But we're getting closer to being 10%. This first one is 10%. Okay, we can view the rewards now. It is $10,000, the Lucky Egg, 50 gems, and 32 Ultra Balls. All some pretty useful stuff. I need to get food, because I'm about to run out of it. There's a bunch of mobs chasing me right now. Just the raw mutton should be good enough. Oh, we might die from that explosion. Okay, that was close. We need to get to a point where we can start regenerating before we keep running away. Oh, yeah, that skeleton's... Oh, we're gonna... Okay, we're dead. Well, I RTP'd again and we ended up in another cave down here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if we really need a cave, though. Also, oops, I did not mean to place those. Can I make a bed and sleep? If I'm like one of the only ones here. I don't know, let's find out. 1/2 players sleeping. I wonder if anyone else in here will sleep so we can go to bed. Maybe I should wait a second. But there's a good chance that they don't even know that, maybe they didn't see it or they don't want to sleep or they're AFK. Maybe they don't have a bed. There's so many different reasons why. I kind of want to get out of this cave, but I mean, if I'm down here, I might as well get the iron, I feel like. But I'm trying to find my way up. I was looking for... Honestly, I forget. What was I looking for? How do I not remember? Well, there's my memory for you. Sir Viper right here. Interesting. We can see if we can go ahead and capture that. Oh, I guess it didn't really end up getting any iron, but I'm going up now. I'm just getting shot at by a skeleton. It was chasing me. I killed it, but for a half health, I got the Survivor, and that's honestly good enough for me. And now we're up to the surface, and there's instantly Pokemon that see us. Oh, not Pokemon, sorry. Monsters. Chickens are way too much effort because we have to melt it. There's a village right here, though. Oh, that skeleton's gonna shoot me if I get close, though. I can't take a hit. It's not... Oh, a skeleton. I was just gonna say, it's not worth taking a hit for being able to kill a sheep. Just the value you would get in return from a mutton or two. I was trying to go on F5 to see if there were mobs behind me, but I clicked it twice or something by accident. So it did not work very well. Or I clicked it 3 times. I don't know what it was exactly, but whatever I did was wrong. Oh, the skeletons already see me from right there. Just don't get hit and I'll be fine. Okay, just don't get hit again and I'll probably be fine. How is the skeleton not seeing me right here? Okay, I don't care. Ooh, we're low. Eat a couple pieces of these beef up. One more. There's only monsters because we're in the resource world, if I haven't already made that clear. It's because the monsters spawn here in case you want to get their loot, so you have the option. The main world is peaceful because I feel like it matches Cobblemon more, but you do still have the option if, like, I don't know, you want to go get mobs. Because, I mean, they bones and string and rotten flesh, all that kind of stuff can be super helpful. Alright, we caught another new Pokemon. 2 new Pokemon, actually. I've got to put them in my box now and clear my party just a little bit. I'm about to catch like 4 more new Pokemon. If we get this one, okay. They did not get in the Pokeball, but I wonder what percent we're at now. I'm going to check after we catch this next Pokemon here. Also just getting rid of some creepers in the vicinity. Hopefully making everything a little bit more safe for me here. I guess the thing we're searching for is we could steal some more apricorns that wouldn't hurt. I'm still kind of looking at to see, will we find a new fairy Pokemon? Okay, I also want to get some more Pokeballs. I just found this like gimme goal structure right here too. Maybe we can catch the gimme goal. Okay, we did not catch it, so... is it attacking me? Oh yeah, Pokemon attacking this world. I kind of forgot about that. If you attack Pokemon, they will also fight you back. You know, I almost forgot. We need to battle the next trainer right now, so... I was just finishing off this segment of the 100 days, and... Do you need to grab in... Let's just get a Rapidash in case we need backup, but I don't think we will. But here we come. The second rival, the ice rival. Ninetales is the first Pokemon up here. I'm not sure what the ability is, but I'm going to go for something like Aqua Jet. Hopefully that helps us out. Didn't do much damage. So, what did we got used on us? Powder Snow? I mean, that didn't do anything to us. Let's try Bubble Beam. That would probably do a lot more damage. Tail Whip gets used on us, that means our defense falls, which we should be okay after that, especially if we like want to kill 9-tails, which we don't. We're 5 levels above, so the fact that we have an EV trained is really coming to hurt us, I think. Freeze Dry, it was super effective. But it looks like we finished off the 9-tails after a couple of moves, so we should be good there. Excalibur gets sent on next, which is, what is it called? I don't know how I forgot, but it's the Pokemon that are like 600 base stats and they're really good. Not Ubers, pseudo legendaries, there you go. So I mean, this guy's gonna be pretty powerful, I think. And we give Frozen, that's crazy. What move was that? Ice Fang? I assume that's a 10% chance too, but I was lucky. Dragon Claw, we're immune to Dragon Claw, unfortunately for this guy. But we do die to a critical hit. We're really low anyway, so let's try Rapid Dash, because I don't know, I feel like it'd be funny too. Side Beam seems like our best move we can use. Excalibur does get withdrawn. Very interesting strategy from the Astro Apple, but I'm sure they're planning something. Oh, are they immune? That's why they swapped. Okay, pretty smart. I see we go with something like Takedown. Fury Swipe on us, alright. There's a little bit of damage, but our move does a bit more, so we can probably just keep spamming that. Icy Wind does hit us. It misses, thankfully. Takedown hits Weevil again, and we have him down at 26%, so that means one more move. Should go ahead and finish off this Weevil. We just took a bunch of damage there to that steel move, it sounded like. Metal Claw, yeah. And then Excalibur is coming out again, I think. We died of recoil damage though. Okay, this fight is going to be close. Hopefully we have a steel move. I mean, this is an ice type. We could lose our first battle here though. Play Rough is going to be super effective. Dragon Claw does hit us, but we're immune. Excalibur and the Ash Rival don't know their type matchups very well. We miss Play Rough with the 9% accuracy. Oh, Ice Fang does almost half HP. If we get frozen or anything, we're dead. We need this move to go through. We need this move to hit. Okay, we use the Moon we're immune to again. Dash Rival does not learn, and we win. That was very close. Good thing Dash Rival is not on their tip of their toes. They don't know exactly all the information they should. But we're on the third rival now, which is going to be the Grass Rival next. Is it cool if I record? Alright, I am at the Xerneas AFK spot I found. I know it's hard to see track because the opacity is turned down, but there was a legendary 40 minutes ago. There's like 24 people on right now, so I'm definitely not going to be the one the legendary gets picked for. And, you know, I also got one pretty recently, so it's just the odds are definitely pretty low. So I think the best thing to look for right now would probably be that Fluttermane I was interested in, or just miscellaneous fairy Pokemon. I also might try to finally level up my Primarina or Comfey. I'm not entirely sure. I actually don't think I'm going to use my Comfey though, so I don't think the only Pokemon I'm definitely going to use out of these are Primarina. The other ones are kind of just placeholders for now. I think the best use of my time is I'm going to go ahead and try and find more Apricorns. Or, you know, maybe go into the Nether so we can just bone meal the seeds would be better. So I might empty my inventory and do that then first. And I'm sure there's a couple Pokemon in the Nether that we have not caught yet. I think for now, it probably wouldn't hurt to also buy some Pokeballs so we can catch some of the things we find in here before we do get more Pokeballs ourselves. This tag only cost me like around $6,000, so... Okay, I've definitely caught a couple Pokemon, and I think I'm getting closer to getting 10%, so I'm going to go ahead and buy an extra stack of Pokeballs. I've actually not found any bones yet, so I should probably start looking for those a little bit harder, because that's why I came here after all. I guess it kind of just turned into a trip of getting all the Nether Pokemon I was missing, which is also something good that I need to get down anyway. Okay, I actually did finally find some bone blocks right here too. I just RTP'd again, so let me grab some of these. Alright, we have over a stack of bone blocks now, so I'm going to go ahead and turn those into bone meal, and then I think I can go to the overworld and just spam bone meal some black and yellow apricorn seeds to try to make some more Pokeballs. I do actually need to find more gold, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go over here and mine that. Alright, I'm going to craft a diamond pickaxe because my iron one broke and to help us go a little bit quicker. Okay, I have gotten 20 gold ingots, which is a decent amount, but I'm going to try to get a little bit more. So actually a lot of bone blocks are here, so I should probably get a couple more before I leave. And then I'm going to go spam bone meal these things. Also, we should be really close to 10% dex. We're at 9%. I just need a couple more Pokemon. Okay, I found a tree to place my apricorn seeds on. I'm going to stand here and click it until I get a stack of each. Or maybe a little bit more. Maybe 2 stacks of each is probably good enough for now. I don't know. We definitely have enough bone meal to do that, so... there's 1 stack of yellow apricorns for now. We're just going to get some more seeds, which is nice. Well, I just auto-crafted some Ultra Balls. I just bone mealed a bunch of these just now. Hopefully, we saved a little bit of money by doing that. I can also do more, but we're missing gold. Is actually the thing we need more of at the moment, so... I guess I'll have to mine more of that soon, but At the moment, I do want to try to focus on getting 10% dex because I am so close to it. But I think Time was also going to show us how to catch a Fluttermane, possibly right now. Alright, Time is throwing me Rosetta balls. And he has this little platform right here, which I guess he catches Fluttermane on with using Poke Snacks. And I was asking him if he had a good one to sell to me, because I don't not want to use his platform. I would feel a little bit wrong, even if he would let me. Oh, there's some swear words on that sign. Interesting. It looks like he sent me one. I'm gonna have to think of a price with him, but yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Already has some good moves on it seems like as well. So alright, I was gonna pay Time Wizard 80k in total, but I paid him 40 for now because he just gave me the Fluttermane. I guess that is a fair price for this, and the IVs are pretty good, honestly. I mean, how could you ask for much better than this? So we can keep that in, definitely use it. So we have $488, which is literally nothing. Maybe we shouldn't have bought that Fluttermane yet, but we could probably STS Sizzlipede right here for 2,800, just get a little bit of extra money. Catching some Pokemon with these ancient Rosetta balls, I guess. Might save those for a special occasion. We're just so close to 10% dex, so I'm gonna focus on just finally finishing it right now. And hopefully we can get ready to battle soon. We need 2 more Pokemon to be able to start battling players, because I think I'm good with Fluttermane and Primarina. Like, those are 2 pretty good picks in my opinion. But as for the Comfey and... I mean, I know we had some other random ones, but... Oh, I was trying to catch this bird right behind me, but it wasn't giving me much luck. And then I saw this Charizard right here, so I kind of want to try to catch this Charizard. I mean, beat this Charizard in battle. Sorry, I was laughing at something in chat. Power Gem is 4 times super effective, so that should deal with it pretty easily. Got 20 gems from that. I forget if I had already said that, but 20 gems is definitely not a bad reward. I mean, we only have 34, so that more than doubled what we would have had originally. I think any one of these Pokemon should be a 10% Pokemon. This Butterfree is going to be a new one, so this could possibly be it too. There's also an Apom right here, which I do not actually have yet either, as well as the Butterfree. I also have started flying around like these areas, especially that are hard to get around, so I can save a little bit of time while trying to catch the Pokemon for 10% dex. Oh, and a third new Pokemon right here too, because there's a Kakuna. And have we caught any more? Okay, no, we still have these 3 Pokemon we're trying to catch, because none of them will get in a Pokeball. Ooh, I just earned Novice rank in the chat, if you guys can see that. Can I catch these, I want to catch the 2 Pokemon though that I still don't have, in case we go for 20%. Okay, I did catch those couple of Pokemon, and I can claim the Dex rank of 10% now. And after we get all the rewards, we of course have that. There's gems at 10,000 bucks and the lucky egg, which will help us level up. I don't think we need to level up just yet, but in order to battle the next trainer, we really have to go ahead and get another fairy type trained up. I mean, Fluttermane might be able to wipe the whole team by itself. Probably want to get its special attack maxed, so I just sold a Pokemon for 4,600, which is definitely a pretty good amount of money. I've not found any more fairy types though, but I guess we're slowly leveling up Fluttermane, but we should probably gain those levels on Prismarina instead. I assume that would go a little further. We kind of just need some money so we can buy the EV items from the shop, and then just get some speed or special attacks, stuff like that on these Pokemon, so they can start to do some sort of damage. Looks like we need a nature for Fluttermane at some point too, and Primarina, but again, that's not my main concern at the moment. I found a Boofle on here, but that's probably gonna take me a second to catch and be a little bit difficult. I really like Mimikyu. I feel like it's a great Pokemon, so I might also try to see if I can get one of those. Maybe we can do /pwiki Mimikyu and see where one of those might spawn. We go into spawn locations. It's a little bit hard to read, but I can read it and tell us where they spawn here. Seems like it's not at a certain time. I wouldn't imagine they might spawn a little bit more commonly too. I have a hard time believing that it's not like specifically nighttime or anything though. Let me try Dark Forest. Hopefully I find one in the Dark Forest at some point. Maybe I'll just hang around here for a minute and see if I end up finding one. And in the meantime, I can run around and capture some Pokemon that I maybe haven't got yet that also spawn here, which may not be a lot, but I think Venonat spawns in a Dark Forest. I see a squirrel Pokemon over there. I don't think I have Squirvid yet, which is surprising because I feel like it is pretty common. Oh yeah, I don't have it yet. I can catch it. But I'm still looking for a Mimikyu here. I'm not sure if I'll find one soon, but I have to try in order to find one in the first place. So I'm putting in the work and the time to see if I can get one to spawn in here. This Drivia spawned over there. I don't think that's fairy type though. I think it's just ghost. Okay, yeah, I was like 99% sure, but it is just a plain ghost type. I just stopped if game for Xerneas and somebody just got one a second ago, so It's a bit of a coincidence. There are like 20 people on though, so I doubt it would have been me. Would have been pretty rare chance. But still, just thought it was worth mentioning that someone did actually just get the Xerneas that we are looking for right now as well. Well, not right now, but in this overall 100 days. Still looking for that Mimikyu though, and it is taking a little bit. Honestly, I might do something else for just a minute here because I don't want to look for Mimikyu for too long. I don't know, I don't even see like any other Pokemon we could get to, so it kind of stinks. There's Galarian reason, is that what it is here? I wonder if that's not fairy type, is it? Let's go to aspects, if I could find it. There we go. Galarian Weezing. Okay, Poison Fairy. You know, I did think it was. I think there's some pretty like gimmicky moves and abilities in there from what I remember. I might be thinking of just normal Weezing actually though. I guess we can just check the wiki though, right? Can we check Weezing? I don't know how we check specifically the Galarian Weezing. Oh, so why does it keep jumping at the first ball of everyone? Does it have like a low catch rate? Catch rate 60, I mean that's not really low. Neutralizing Gas, it does have that. Turns the ground into misty terrain when the Pokemon enters a battle. I mean, that could be helpful. I don't know. I'm going to catch it just in case we want to use it. But might take a second judging from how fast it keeps jumping out the Pokeball. Oh, wait, never mind. We just caught it. Okay. What if we got any good IVs? We almost got 2 perfect ones from pure luck, and speed is one of them. Looks like it is naturally a tiny bit more defensive. Attack stat does seem to be higher as well. So interesting. We got the Levitate ability, which is never that bad. Well, actually, it can be pretty bad, I guess. Yeah, I mean, definitely some interesting moves on here. I'm going to keep it for now because I could definitely see us using that. So that's not a bad Pokemon. So at least we found something in this forest. I guess I can also look for new Dex editions, but... Oh yeah, because I don't have Vulpix. I also feel like if we P-Wiki Ninetales... Aren't there like 3 versions of Ninetales? I might be wrong on that. No, okay, Alolan is the only one, and that is Ice and Fairy. Okay. Snow Warning and Snow Cloak. Interesting. Dazzling Gleam, Evolution Move. I mean, none of this looks too interesting to me, to be completely honest. I don't know. I mean, Snowing when it enters a battle is definitely good, but at the same time, we don't really have an Ice type. And then if we did use that Ice type to specifically try to take advantage of that, I assume you need an Ice type to take advantage of it, or at least an Ice type move, then we would have 2 Ice types, which is going to make us at a disadvantage because we're going to have 2 of the same type, and we want to keep it as diverse as possible. Which I guess, don't we have a matching type somewhere still? Wait, no we don't. Oh, I thought we did already, I don't know. Ghost and Fairy, I was thinking of a... Oh, Mimikyu would be matching with Fluttermane, that's what it was. I feel like Mimikyu is so good to the point where it doesn't really matter. You can get the Disguise ability, you can get... It's basically a built-in Focus Sash, I think. So, I mean, it gives you a free single turn to live. You could set up some ability, you could do something like that. So that's why I'm looking for Mimikyu, because I think it could be really helpful, especially when we start battling players. I'm still trying to look if I can find any new Pokemon here. It doesn't look like I can. Sentret, Rattata. We've seen all of these before and caught them too. I mean, Starly, I'm pretty sure we've got that. I'm going to look around a little bit more. Shroomish might be new. I don't know if I've caught Shroomish yet. Well, actually, no, I think I have. Yep, Starly's caught as well. Oh, but you know, we don't have Fungus yet, so that could be one new one. There's actually 2 new Pokemon here. There's one right here that I'm not going to try to say because I don't know. I'm too tired to try to pronounce something that long. But we also have a Joltik. See if you can see the Minimac. Yeah, I'm not trying that. I don't know. But it looks like a cool Pokemon. Yeah, so I use /check spawn, and Mimikyu can spawn in this area we're in, so we should get one at some point if we stay here long enough. It seems like it's only the rare bucket, not the ultra rare, so that should also make it a little bit easier, hopefully. But, you know, in practice, it might not turn out that way. I guess we can check the Dex progress, too. Like, 12% is not bad. I've gotten 2% already, and it doesn't really feel like I've caught too many Pokemon, so I'm sure we could eventually get to 20% in this 100 days without too much effort. Especially because we're running around waiting for this Mimikyu. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a... Like this one, I mean, there's still new Pokemon that we're catching. There's a C-Dot over there. I'm not actually sure if I have that. Or like Cherrim over there and Oricorio. No, honestly, I don't know if I have them, so I need to check. We're still getting new Pokemon slowly while looking for this Mimikyu, so that is definitely a positive. I'm sure these spawns differ slightly in the daytime or nighttime, so... I think this C-Dot is up on a tree, to be honest. Okay, yes, it is on a tree. And we do have a C-Dot already, though, so... Let me go look at this Cherrim, then. Do we have them already? We have Oricorio, and we do not have Cherrim. I mean, there's a Zoroark here, which I know is probably pretty rare, so we can catch that, at least. I'm also gonna check the type, because I'm curious. Okay, it seems like a pure dark type. And we did go ahead and catch it. I also have to empty out some of these Pokemon. And I think we had a page with the fairy types I had. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna put away these 2 guys for now, too. That's a pretty good loadout, I would say. And when we go to the rival battle, we could bring some more of them. But Premier is also leveled up to level 50 from just catching these random Pokemon, which again is a super nice bonus because I need to get them, you know, higher to as high of a level as I can at some point, level 90. So every single level counts, and it's less leveling up later using unknowns, which takes a little bit. And a lot of Pokeballs. It used to be easier, but seems like it's changed in my most, like, just recorded a video, and it did seem a little bit harder than it did last time I did it. Okay, so I just got back from being AFK for a while, and it looks like we did not get Xerneas to spawn on us. Yeah, we didn't get any Pokemon to spawn on us, actually. So I think the next step is we're gonna go ahead and fight the rival in just a minute here, but there's a couple things I need to do. Alright, I went ahead and did my 6 votes, so we're sitting at 27 votes now. Or 27 tokens, I mean, sorry. And there's a Pokemon right here that I do not have yet, surprisingly, on this tiny little island. Is this a... do I have Kilowattrel either? No, I don't. I don't have a couple of Pokemon that spawn here. So I should probably go ahead and catch those, which is going to be hard because these are like final evolutions. So they're probably going to take a couple Pokeballs, I would assume. And my shinies around here somewhere just making a bunch of noise. I don't have a Rufflet either. Okay, there's a Rufflet. Oh, there's Hatchrim. That's how you say it at least. Alright, and there is Kilowattrel. Okay, we actually have 14% now, so I've definitely been putting in some work. I'm just catching some random Pokemon in this jungle right here, and I've definitely been getting a couple new ones back to back. Primarine is level 52 from catching all these random Pokemon as well. We're gonna fight the next gym leader pretty soon, so every level honestly counts. So I don't know how hard it's gonna be. I think it's a water type, so we don't really counter it. It doesn't counter us, but the steel type will be the worst for us, because I'm pretty sure steel is super effective against fairy. Yeah, it definitely is. So I'm kind of scared for that gym, but we should be prepared for it by then. Maybe there's a fairy type that can also resist steel. I don't know what type of that would be off the top of my head, but... Alright, I've caught a couple more. As you can see, my part is pretty full here. If I put them on my computer and check, did we go up another percent yet? Okay, we didn't, but I bet we're pretty close, honestly. And then 15%, I mean, I feel like that's pretty close. We are ready to battle the rival soon here, like I said, but I just have a couple more minutes before I need to go do that, so... I wonder when the next legendaries are gonna spawn too. Like, could it be soon? Especially if the vote party gets hit. We're at 48 right now out of 75. Yeah, 43 minutes. It could spawn at any time now, so I gotta hang around my Xerneas spot whenever I can. But there's not gonna be any new Pokemon there for me, so there's not much of a point for me to go there at the moment. I guess we could STS, right? We haven't done that yet. There's one STS, and if we catch another Pokemon we don't need in a minute, I can also go ahead and Wonder Trade that, just to see if we get a Fairy type by chance. What is this? Okay, a little bear. We don't have it. We don't have Pick a Peck either. So if I catch both of these, you can definitely put one of those in Wonder Trade. Alright, Picky Peck gets captured. That is the lucky Pokemon to Wonder Trade. Gimme Goal. Gimme Goal is just Ghost type, so we can't use that, which is fine. I was just hoping to get really lucky, and we did not. I see Pandas and Cascoon. I don't know if we have a Cascoon yet, so I'm going to run towards that. I am stuck. Okay, interesting. We have Burmy, but we don't have this guy. I think it was Picky Peck's. Picky Peck's, I don't know how you say it. His evolution. Oh, we got first try too. Nice. Trumbeak. Or that might even be the same evolution line, is it? Actually, I have a theory. Let me look. The evolutions. Trumbeak evolves into... Okay, Toucannon. Yeah, okay. I thought that might have been the evolution line. There's 3. I mean, they're also all spawning near each other in a jungle, so it kind of makes sense for it to be that way. Burmy, Kakuna, Squawkabilly, whatever his name is. I don't think I have one of those yet, so I'm going to run in that direction. Ooh, I don't have a Squawkabilly. Let's get him. Ooh, a Gloom. That's not bad. Let's get that, definitely. Just going to wait around here while I catch it. A Durant. I don't know if I have Durant yet. I'm going to go look once we get the Gloom, of course. Okay, I'm at 15% Dex now. I think it's probably time we go ahead and fight the rivals. So let me go ahead and clear my PC and get a team of some of my fairy Pokemon ready. Okay, I don't think we'll need all 5 of these, but I do have them ready now. And the grass rival, I think I actually mistakenly said this was the water rival next, but no, it is the grass one. First Pokemon up, we have Rillaboom, which is actually going to be a counter to Prismarina specifically. I think we should just try Disarm and Voice. I don't know. Hopefully it does some damage. We get one hit killed and Rillaboom would first. So we didn't even get a move on that turn. Let's bring our Rapidash, because that's probably another worst one of our Pokemon. So Psybeam maybe. Oh, Rillaboom gets withdrawn. Either switch to something that's going to counter us a little bit better. Let's just got some money. Or a leaderboard, the daily leaderboard, nice. I'll definitely take some free money. Sidebeam again, defog, okay. Our evasion goes down. I just used heal pulse. Is it gonna heal them? Oh my gosh, I just healed the enemy Pokemon. I thought there was no shot that was gonna heal them, but I guess it's for like double battles or something. I don't know what I'm doing, oops. Okay, let's swap into a better Pokemon now. Cortana's just got a speed boost. Let's go ahead and use Weezing to turn that beast boost off. Because I think we have neutralizing gas, right? Oh no, we have levitate on this guy right now. Well, self-destruct is the only move that actually is going to do damage to Cortana, so I guess we'll try it. Self-destruct. And it did 20% damage. Oh my gosh. I mean, I was purposely saving Fluttermane for last to see if we could sweep with him, but this is looking like we might lose. I feel like we have too nasty plot, honestly. Hopefully they switch out. I don't know. They have a beast boost. Defog, okay. Evasion fell. Interesting. Let's try Sucker Punch. Should move first, but it failed. Okay, why is that? Laser Focus. If we use it now, will it hit? No, why is it failing over and over again? Is it because of evasion? Synthesis. Dark Pulse, I guess. Let's just try that and see if that works better. Maybe. I don't know if it will. Okay, Dark Pulse does one-hit kill Cortana. Okay, Grimmsnarl's got to get a couple of kills in here before they go down. Rillaboom is up next. I guess we're just going to hit it with another Dark Pulse. Oh, Rillaboom killed us. And all we have left is Fluttermane. So Fluttermane, please put in some work here. We have Mystical Fire, so we're going to use that. Mystical Fire hits, and it finishes off Rillaboom. We have 4 different moves, so... Ooh, and a Moongus. Kind of a tricky one, but we have Mystical Fire again. Do move first. It's 2 times super effective, but it does not kill. Moongus uses Ingrain. Alright, I don't know that. I think they're just going to heal with that, but another Mystical Fire should finish off this guy. Okay, it does hit. Giratina just spawned. Nice. Oh, and we won this rival battle. Nice. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Fluttermane did clutch up for us, so I think that shows that they are definitely the most powerful Pokemon on our team so far. Alright, so it does look like I'm not going to get Xerneas this second. If you check last legend, I was FK here again, and the last legend is a Giratina. So I mean, actually, since there's not many people on and playing pretty late right now, we could have a pretty nice shot if we just AFK here, but I need to continue playing, so hopefully a legendary doesn't spawn on us, at least, if anybody, and we can continue AFKing here and trying to get ours. It's only day... I believe we're on day 31 now, so we still have plenty of time to get the Xerneas. It's going to be the best member of our team anyway, so I'm definitely not in too much of a rush. We can also go ahead and check the GTS for any fairy-type Pokemon that might be fun to use. Oh, there is actually a fairy for sale. I mean, a Xerneas, sorry, not a fairy. Fluttermane for sale. Oh yeah, but look, this one's 50k and doesn't even have a single perfect IV. I think we got a pretty good deal for 80k on ours. Oh, there's actually a almost perfect Primarina too. 5/6. That's, I mean, for 50,000, like later, if we do want to get a better IV one, that wouldn't be too bad. Do we have... Oh my gosh, yeah, our Primarina sucks. It'd be cool if your starter had a couple guaranteed IVs in Cobblemon too, but... You know, there's also an island right over here. I wonder if we turn fly and fly over here. Is there anything this way that we don't have in the other one? Doesn't look like it. I think they're just 2 pretty identical islands. It stinks because I don't want to leave this place in case a legendary is going to spawn. Because it's daytime, one hasn't spawned in a while. There's like 6 other people on. But at the same time, I've got to keep progressing. So maybe I can stay here as much as possible though and look through some menus. Because I know like one of the things we need to do is definitely get some better IVs. Like we could get our Fluttermane to be a little bit better possibly. Which would kind of just be, we need to buy the EV items, I guess. I mean, I think just maxing out speed and special attack with that would be okay for now. Maybe there's a better thing I could do, but I think for me, that's going to be more than okay. Like, I'm sure I could do some math with, like, the booster energy, and there's, like, some, like, special amount I could have with all of this to, like, perfectly outspeed a bunch of threats while also not having to max it, if that makes sense. But I don't think I'm going to go and try to be that perfect. So let me go to consumables and go ahead and buy, I think it's, like, 26. Oops, a little too many there. 26 Carbos, which should max out our speed IV. We just go ahead and feed them to our Fluttermane here, which just need to right click him to feed them those. That's how it works. So can we make it so we can spam click it instead? Why won't it let me? Does it have to be in slot number 1 maybe? I feel like it's just random if it lets you click it over and over again or not. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments though for sure. I'll just click it one by one. Alright, there we go, 26. So if we go to the stats again, we have 234 speed. I bet we can boost special attack with a nature and like lower attack, and then the speed is still going to be good enough, especially if the booster energy. So that should be pretty good. And Dazzling Gleam is a... Pretty sure that is a spread move, right? You usually damages opposing Pokemon by emitting a powerful flash. I think it is, yeah, because that's a move that Xerneas learns, I think. You can also hear the shiny on my island from so far away, so maybe we should just get really far away from that so the sound goes away for a bit. I'm gonna see, can we use the rest of our money to go ahead and buy the special attack items as well? Which isn't... Protein is attack. Can't remember which one special attack is, so let's just look it up in this mod right here. Alright, calcium is, so 26 of those as well. Hopefully we can click them all on this time and spam click. Okay, we cannot. I'm just gonna have to try glitch it. Or I'm just gonna have to do it the long way. Alright, it seems like it's max. I'm just gonna keep this single one then. And I also just got reminded by somebody in chat that we can STS and Wonder Trade. I saw somebody else do it, so gotta catch a Pokemon to Wonder Trade. Well, I'm gonna RTP away, but hopefully we don't teleport into a spot where a legendary spawns and spawns on us. I guess we type /legend info Xerneas and just check. Yeah, if we go to our /home Mimikyu, we can just hang around for Mimikyus, and then if a legendary does happen to spawn on us, it has a pretty good chance to be a Xerneas anyway, so we're not really risking much, thankfully, by being here. After spending that money, though, we only have $23,000 left, so we might have a really OP Fluttermane now, but I definitely need to get some more money. We need to buy the nature and everything still, too. But, I mean, other than doing our voting every day, maybe participating in a raid soon, there's actually going to be one in 3 minutes, and there's not many people on. I would say our Fluttermane can definitely compete in a raid now, so yeah, let's do that. That'll give us some extra money. Alright, there is a Arachnoids, Arachnoids? I'm not saying the right, sorry, but there's a raid starting for a spider Pokemon right now. So I definitely want to compete in that. I'm going to feed my Fluttermane the candy I have just to maybe help it be a higher level so I can compete in this raid a little bit easier. But other than that, I think I'm pretty okay. I don't know if I have anything else to use. I mean, I assume this is at least water type, right? So are we going to have a move that's good against it? I think Shadow Ball or Dazzling Gleam, since they're stab, would probably be our best bets then, if we don't have something super effective. So that is what I will try. Our goal here is to get top 3. So we can get extra prizes, or prizes at all, actually. Alright, oh, Power Gem is actually super effective against one of the types. It doesn't do like any damage, though. I mean, I guess we're like 10 levels below. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna just try and kill it at least once. That is the new goal. Maybe twice to get some extra damage. Okay, we got top 3, so we can do /P mail. And let's see what we get from both of these. 25 gems and hopefully some money. $4,000. I mean, for clicking a couple buttons for a minute, I think that is a pretty good reward. Oh, there's a Tatsugiri here. I'm going to try to get that too, because why not? Also, we can /raid leave, because we're no longer battling. It doesn't really make a difference if we're in like the raid lobby still, but I always do forget to leave it sometimes. I also just sold my water spider Pokemon for $5,000, which is definitely not that bad at all. A solo poke right here. We did catch that Tatsugiri as well. Can't sell it or anything. We will be able to sell for 4,200, but we're on cooldown right now for 18 more minutes. So we'll have to wait a little bit of time before doing that. And I wonder if we can Wonder Trade again. Well, I guess we did. I don't know what the cooldown is for me. I might have a shorter cooldown or something. I'm really not sure. But we literally got nothing good anyway, so I'm definitely finding some new Pokemon here, but I'm not sure if there's any like ice fairy types or anything we'll be able to find here. This doesn't feel like a very fairy-like biome. Currently trying to catch a Corsola. Okay, well, I made some armor. I just used up my last Pokeballs. We're at 16%, which definitely isn't bad. But if we go to this NPC right here at spawn, we can go ahead and open it up and join a round of dungeons, which will basically give us a way to make some money. But let me empty my inventory first, too. Oh, you know, actually, I need food first as well, so because we are going to be taking damage. I think we'll be able to find some golden apples in there, but we definitely want some sort of food source. So let me see what I can do about that. Finding some sheep and cows around here. I have 3 beef, and I guess I've not found any sheep yet, actually. I found 1 pig and 1 cow, and I'm gonna just fly around and look for some more so we can get meat as quickly as possible. There's some more right there. I mean, another sheep right here. Yeah, we want to get everything we can get. Then hopefully we can just get enough golden apples to survive otherwise. Oh, I kind of fell in the wrong way here. We had 9 muddin. I feel like that's enough, honestly. What is this? Yeah, I don't have Pokeballs, but that is a new Pokemon. 11 muddin. I'm just gonna hope that's enough. Hope that's enough, I think. So if we go back to spawn, we can open up this GUI and we can go ahead and join floor 1, which will cost 5 gems and $1,000. Okay, I'm not sure why it actually looks different up here. Hasn't looked like this before, so. But either way, we have to go through and find as many loot chests as possible. The Pokemon do attack us, but I think we're good since they don't have a lot of aggression. I guess we can fly in here too. I don't know if that is intentional. Alright, ooh, a shulker shell. That's actually kind of a rare piece of loot you can get, but that would actually help us a lot if we get another one. Ooh, a Verizon just spawned somebody, so we missed on a legendary spawn, which is probably for the best because it wouldn't have been a Xerneas because we weren't at one of the biomes Xerneas spawn in. Okay, I got a couple of the loot chests up here. I think we got all the ones on this first floor. Okay, yeah, let's take this staircase down just for the sake of time. It's gonna be bad when we bump into mobs though, so I wonder if we should mark this and then make sure we got every single chest up here first before we go down more. I mean, I think we got all the chests. There can't be like that many. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming we did. Yo, this will also help me since I can just make actual diamond armor now because we got some from these loot chests. That is easily the best way to get ores. So number full diamond. Let's try to fight one of the Pokemon. Yeah, they're not doing too much damage. We do have full diamond armor, so if they're not gonna attack me, I should just honestly leave them alone, I think. An anvil, I mean, that's definitely a good piece of loot to steal. Some hoppers in here. Can't you quickly grab everything out of here with a keybind? No, I'm doing it wrong. I think it is... Ooh, an enchant golden apple, nice. I think I did right a second ago. There you go, see, it's like that. I think you need to do with the extra slot. Yeah, I don't know. I could probably learn how to do that to loot a little bit faster, though. Hopefully this makes us way more than 1,000. That's what we spent to get in here. 5 gems is basically nothing. We're never gonna notice that that is gone. Silverfish, and that is it for this room. I guess we could block up the rooms we went to with netherrack in order to help us navigate just a little bit easier. Okay, I just found 2 gold apples in chest. So I ate one of them because I started getting attacked a little bit, and I started getting just a tad bit low, which definitely wasn't good. One of these guys were attacking me, and there goes my shovel, so we cannot mine as quickly either. What is in this little pit right here? Anything behind these gravels? Nope. Looks like it's all bedrock. Is this just a pit we found? Okay, no, there's an exit right here. We've got 8 minutes left. I want to make sure we get as much as possible. And maybe another shulker shell, because then we would actually be able to make a shulker box, which would, of course, be a super useful item to have. Let's break this spawner. There's a chest behind it. Ooh, with enchant golden apple. Nice. And is there anything in here? Can we block ourselves in? Just check anything hidden. Nope. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want the mobs to attack me. It seems like the rest of this room is clear, right? I can go check this, I guess, really fast. Yeah, that was not worth losing all that hunger to check, though. Okay, we're about to die, which I'm honestly fine with. Okay, but yeah, I was getting low and stuff. I was on a lower floor, but let me see. How much does all this sell for? Okay, 10,000. I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. I could try that again, try to get a shulker box. I'm probably gonna need some more food, though, before I do that. So if I'm gonna go RTP and get some cows, that would probably be a good idea. I mean, we should probably go ahead and buy another stack of Pokeballs first too, right? And then we can go and catch... I mean, there's one new Pokemon right here. Is this a Woobat? Yeah, I already have Woobat though, but I didn't know if I did. I think the only new Pokemon right here is gonna be this one, which we caught in the first try. Nice. And do we have our STS? 3,800? Yes, we do. So we're at $45,000 now? Okay. Definitely not too bad. I'm not complaining. I might go start another dungeon floor in a second so we can get some more money. But like I said, I'm trying to find some animals, which I'm just having trouble finding right now. I don't know why. I just can't find a group of cows or sheep or pigs or anything. All right, let's go ahead and try our best in here again. Some more diamonds. Our armor did take some damage, but we don't need new armor just yet. I can save some for when we do, though, definitely. I also got a single ultra ball from somewhere. I'm kind of confused on how I got that, though. Hopefully we get a little bit more than 10,000 this time. I think we got all the chests in this area as well. So let me find my way to the staircase, which seems to be right here. Okay, yeah. I think this whole top floor is looted. You can grab this emerald and pot. And this is a free fall right here. We probably want to avoid jumping down there for the time being so we can loot a little bit more first. Oh, my mouse broke for a second there. All right, I did end up dying early there, and then I sold myself for 6,200. I'm gonna go straight into another one because we need a little bit more money than that. I'm trying to get up so I can, before we fight the next rival, maybe get some IVs on like Prismarina or something, or maybe a nature or something like that. Some TMs even, just a little bit more progress on my other Pokemon. I do need food pretty badly. I don't know if I should just rely on the chests in there. I've gotten more enchant gold apples almost than like normal ones, so I think there's a bit of a problem going on there. Alright, I have just joined us into another dungeon, so let's try and get some better loot in here this time and hopefully live a little bit longer. If we find golden apples, I gotta save them until an emergency, because I was just losing too much health. Ooh, and another shulker shell, nice. So we can actually make a shulker box now, when we get the other materials, of course. But is that the first floor already? Is that literally it? Okay, it's not it, but it looked like it was for a second there. Alright, there's one more chest in here, the little bedroom. Okay, well, it did just die again. How much money did we get? No, only like $5,000. That's not that good. Maybe we need enchants or something? I don't really know. I mean, I'm just not doing too well in there, honestly. Is anyone selling enchantments? Nope, they're not. I guess we could get like a level 1 enchantment table, but at the same time, I think it might just be a skill issue. I've spent a couple of minutes in dungeons now, so I'm not sure if I should go back in and try again, or... I mean, honestly, I just don't know what I should do. I guess we could try and enchant Golden Apple to live longer this time because we have 3 anyway. So let me go right back into dungeons. Also, I did just join through a command, but sorry, you guys cannot do that. So the NPC at spawn is how you join dungeons, and you can eventually unlock a command. A shortcut to open a GUI, but anyways, that's such a little thing that it does not matter. I just wanted to mention it in case somebody was looking at chat. Okay, these are some pretty nice rooms. This is what I'm expecting floor 1 to look like. A couple of these big and open rooms, nice loot chests. Not many monsters to fight. We can get these emeralds from these things too. Check in behind here, maybe anything hidden. We can get back into the main room. A little bit of a shortcut there. I'm kidding, by the way. And I think we're just looping around now, right? There's not much else here. What is this main room? Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything. Okay, I did eat an triangle and apple while I was dying in the last dungeon I was in. And then like 8 after I died. So yeah, of course I'm in another one after that, but I also just ate another one a little earlier. We just got another one. So I used 2, but I'm in another dungeon like 4 minutes in, and it's going pretty good so far, honestly. So hopefully we make a okay amount of money. Oh wait, I'm already dying to these guys, which could be pretty bad. Oh, okay, I just died again, like fully actually. If I sell all, we made $9,000. After the 2 fees, that's like $6,000, I think. So kind of sucks. I mean, 56,000 is definitely not bad by any means. If we do want to give Prismarina anything, what would it be? It seems like they are a special attacker. That stat is way higher, and they have no EV, so that's not affecting it. So what if we just max out the special attack really quickly, put on some better special attack moves? So I think we're going to lose out on having Aqua Jet a priority move, but that's okay, honestly. I don't really mind. Icy Wind seems like an okay move. I mean, yeah, all of these feel pretty good. What is Disarming Voice versus Moonblast? Seems like Disarming Voice is just worse, if I'm understanding it correctly. Okay, I also did not mean to swap that for Icy Wind. If anything, I'll swap this one, but I don't... Wait, why did I swap the wrong thing? Honestly, anything too interesting that I want to put on instead. Okay, so I'm going to keep those moves, and then if we go into /shop, I can go ahead and buy consumables, calcium, I think it was. Hopefully, or we're about to buy the wrong thing. And 25, we should have one in our chest at home. Then we can go ahead and put Prismarina down and give them all of these special attack. Yes, okay, good thing I checked. Alright, so with the max special attack, no nature yet, we're sitting at 184. Flutter Maze at 241, so obviously way better, but also a bit of a higher level too, so that's obviously changing it a little bit there. And I wonder now if I should gain some levels. We're gonna have to buy some Pokeballs. We have 33,000, which isn't terrible. We could buy a nature for Fluttermane, but I just don't think that's necessary yet. I also want to find a Whimsicott, I think, because it's a fairy grass type. And I kind of have this plan where we can use like Whimsicott to set Tailwind with Prankster. And then we can have Fluttermane, Xerneas, and then once Whimsicott does its thing, it goes down. We have, let me show my PC. We have this guy come in and turn off everybody's abilities. So then I feel like if there's no abilities and we just have super powerful spread damage over and over again, I don't know, because there's not going to be weather or anything affecting it. I just feel like that could probably do pretty good. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of the idea I'm going for. So that's my general strategy. So that means we're going to need a Whimsicott. I might settle down the Mimikyu a little bit, but I still kind of want to get Mimikyu either way because I like them. I also have an STS in a while, so we can do that. And if I just grab a random side duck here, we can go ahead and Wonder Trade it. Level 18 side duck, and we got a Beldum actually, which is, I mean, not bad at all, but it's not fairy type. But that's a pretty good Pokemon to get. It's seemingly time to battle my rival, but I think I might first find a spot to find or Whimsicott so I can get set up there. Alright, does it have to be raining? Interesting. I might be able to just buy one from someone, honestly. But I also could just try these places like Meadow. Yeah, maybe let's try in a Meadow. Oh, someone absolutely destroyed all the grass in this meadow. I guess they're getting it for their base or something, which is a little bit sad. Meadows were pretty awesome, so yeah, I mean, it looks like it has to be raining or night and the multiplier gets increased. So I don't know if we're gonna find one here, but I feel like, yeah, Cottonsee's right there. I was gonna say, I don't feel like it's a rare Pokemon, so can we go into /shop and buy some Pokeballs? Just 64. Ultra Balls are going to be fine enough for now. I think we might have Ultra Balls in our chest at home too, so, which is fine to have extra. I wonder if I should start a catch streak for it to get at least some decent IVs. Because this is a pretty important Pokemon, you know, the Tailwind. Having 31 speed IV is probably the most important. I mean, I really don't care how long it lives, so maybe we just go full on speed and maybe like, I don't know. Oh yeah, we probably want Covert Cloak so someone can't use Fake Out on us. I know that's a strategy. This is also taking a couple of Pokeballs. Oh, and there's another one over here, nice. I can't lose this one though, so please get in the Pokeball. Okay, they're still not in the Pokeball. Taking a while for what Pokemon it is, for sure. Oh, okay, they're flying through there, the other one. Okay, we did catch one too, nice. So we caught one. We're catching another one. I don't see another one on my map yet, though. But it definitely seems like they're not very rare, which is a big plus for us. Yeah, I don't see anyone. I mean, 27 speed IV, that's pretty good. I really think we just need to go until we get one with a 31 speed IV, and I'm fine with that. So I might train him here for a little bit. Let me set at home. Maybe we could find a better meadow than this, though, because it's like obviously it's really mined out over here. Oh, wait, what is this? This is from my previous video of mine. Oh my gosh. This is from when I was hunting the Generation 1 Pokemon. I built this. I filled this in. Because look, it's hollow. Or I guess I actually started filling all of it in, but... Oh yeah, for Pokemon couldn't spawn. That's crazy that we randomly teleported here. I feel like now we have this at home. Oh, it was probably me that destroyed all this. So I could get sand for that thing. I probably broke all this stuff. I will do slash at home Whim and the other places across the street so we can kind of have it saved there as a reminder, and I don't know, it's just fun. I don't know if I have that place claimed anymore, honestly, but it looks like no one has destroyed it if I don't. So it's just a big platform. I had a bunch of PCs up there because I was trying to get Porygon, that's what it was. But we will keep looking for Cottonee soon. We're going to now go ahead and go battle the rival for the next, because the 10 days one are coming to an end, so you have to battle our rival. Let me go ahead and get my Pokemon ready. I'm gonna use Fluttermane last because obviously they're by far the best. I might use Primarina and see if we can sweep with Primarina and Fluttermane only, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, here is the rock rival. Looks like some of my stuff is still on the ground here. Oops. You'll be shocked at how strong I am. Alright. Oh, we have a legendary and we're kind of under leveled, so we could actually lose our first battle here. I think we should probably go for a Moon Blast. So let's do that. Alright, Turkon, I don't know. It doesn't matter what his name is pronounced. It's gonna give us Drawd there. Maybe to have a Pokemon that's not weak. Oh yeah, not weak to Fairy, but they're still weak to Bubble Beam, so... Did you use Scary Face? Alright. Lowering our speed. Thankfully, we did not invest into the speed yet, so I'm not like too bothered by that. We're still gonna be slower, but... Garganacl could be a little bit of a threat, but again, hopefully our Bubble Beam move can kind of carry us through here. Alright, they do use a move, a nice Explosion. What a strategy. Our Primarina goes down. Okay, that's not good for us. And let's bring in Fluttermane, I guess, and see if we can sweep the rest of these. Tyranitar, we definitely have a move that's good against Tyranitar, right? Or actually Dark. Yeah, okay, Dazzling Gleam is. Let's try that out. It was super effective, but it doesn't finish them off. Hyper Beam could kill us. Oh, we're immune, okay. Well, we got lucky with that. There's a Sandstorm on though, so... Doesn't end up causing too much of an issue, because Tyranitar does go down. A pretty big threat. We still have that legendary left, but I mean, Fluttermane is basically a legendary at this point, so... Kind of legendary versus legendary. Oh, we get one hit on there. Takedown on Fluttermane. Fluttermane is immune. We're buffeted by the Sandstorm. I think we're just taking a little bit of damage every turn because there's currently a Sandstorm active. It's not making much of a dent, though. And was that it for this battle? Okay, it was it for this battle. It definitely got a lot easier, so I think that's a good sign that we're training. We're defeating these rivals pretty well. We have the Flying Rival next. If you guys want to see me play against player rivals or something... I don't know, maybe we could sort that out somehow, leave a comment. Could definitely be pretty fun. Or maybe I can make these videos in collaboration with someone we can fight every 10 days or something if somebody wants to play every 10 days with me. Who knows, but my night vision is glitching out, so we gotta reset that. Either way, we've gone through another 10 days, and that's some pretty awesome progress. Let me just show off Fluttermane, the champion of the team. If we poke a heal, I can show off Primarina as well, my second favorite. And Weezing, actually, if we pull him out... This guy is going to be a big part of a possible nice plan we have going on, so hopefully he has some good base stats. I actually genuinely have no idea what the base stats are, so maybe my plan just isn't going to work because he's going to get one tapped by whatever Pokemon they bring out. I don't know. I bet we could use some sort of item though and like beef him up, like Assault Vest or max, like, you know, put a bunch of EVs in the HP and defense. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm kind of like RTBing around the spot again. I was gonna try a dungeon soon because we just beat the other rival. So of course, that's kind of what is next for us. Wait, this guy, Gus in chat, was literally just randomly showing off Pokemon. And look at these, he just called these Breejects. I wonder if he doesn't need one of those guys. Does Connie use the attack stock? I don't care, that's a perfect one anyway. Alright, well, Gus just listed this. Basically, I think that's a perfect IV at Connie. And that's the price he said that he usually sells them for. So I think we might be poor, but that is another member for our team that's going to be really, really useful. Yeah, I can probably also start leveling up this Connie so it's ready to be used. I'm just going to catch Pokemon within slot 1, I guess. We can probably go to the end and do some more leveling because the next leader is going to be like level 70, right? So we are actually pretty under-leveled. And we haven't actually caught any Pokemon in the end yet, so that could definitely be an okay idea. We could bring Weezing because that is going to be a member of our team. And if we do /home Xerneas, we can go ahead and grab our Lucky Egg out of the chest, which is I think the only thing we need right now. Alright, I think it is time. I'm going to throw down my Pokemon, give it a Lucky Egg. I guess we're just going to start catching. Oh wait, we probably actually have to do dungeons first, right? Because we don't have any Pokeballs and we can't really buy them. So let's join another round of dungeons and hopefully try to get some better... Well, let's make new diamond armor too. We got to keep some of our diamond armor. Let me also go get wood first. And there we go. Let me make my shulker box just so we can carry some more stuff around. Let's place in the mending books, the grindstone, and that should honestly be fine. But I just realized we used the last $1,000 to join this dungeon too. We literally have $267. We already found another shulker shell, so those things are not that rare. We're getting lucky. I don't know. Some more gold. This gold could help us make Pokeballs too, so I mean that's why it's also good. Since the Nether isn't infinite and someday there's not gonna be any gold in it, right? It's gonna reset, you know, it resets, but in theory, dungeons are infinite, right? So there's always gonna be a way to get Pokeballs, even if the world will never reset again. So some of the drops are thought around those things as well. And this is only floor 1. There's different drops in floor 2 and 3, which are actually not released or finished yet. As I'm recording this, dungeons is actually not released to the public, but by the time this video is up, there is an almost 100% chance, I'm not gonna say 100, but I'm like 99.99% sure dungeons will be released. So if you want to come try this update out, be sure to join cobblecove.net. The mod pack and the Discord are linked in the description below if you want to join one of those first. If you want to use your optional mod pack, the mod pack is not required, but it will give you the best experience because it's tuned to be able to play on the server. There's not going to be like any issues. You can use a different mod pack, but if you run into a crash or something, you might have to disable or change something. Ooh, we got health IV candy. Those are a pretty rare drop in here, so that's kind of lucky. Maybe we could use it on one of our Pokemon. I'm not sure who would need it, but I'm sure one of our Pokemon would love to have an extra HP IV. This chest room is crazy too. There's so many chests in this room. Oh, another one right here. I feel like I've missed that one the last couple times. And 2 right here. It might actually be random how many chests there are because I don't remember there being 3. And another shulker shell. Okay, we're just getting really lucky with that chest. By the time the public is playing this too, the odds and loot may be a little bit changed. So if you do end up playing this and you're confused if the loot is different, that's probably why, because there's still some refining that is going to go into this. I feel like we're doing pretty good on money so far. We got 12 minutes and 50 seconds left, so I'm just going to continue trying as quickly as possible to get as much money as possible. Ooh, there's like a new room right here. I've not seen this. I mean, there's a bunch of books, but I really don't want to carry level 1 books. I mean, the menus are nice, so like protection 2 or 3 would be okay, but I mean, I'm just not going to take Sweeping Edge 1. All these are level 1 enchants. I'm just going to stop looking at them. If there is a better one, then so be it. But I do not have time to go through every single chest here. We should probably also start in some golden apples to be safe. Maybe we have another enchanted golden apple in a second here. We're going to die really fast if we end up finding a mob, so I have to be super, super careful. Also, I'm probably going to die soon. There's just way too many mobs here to keep surviving. But I am going to try to survive as much as possible. We have resistance too, so that should help. Another enchanted golden apple, nice. And this room has a lot of zombies. Even to loot a chest, I have to defeat like 4 mobs now. This is just not very time efficient. Oops. Okay, we defeated a couple there, but we're very, very low. I think we're just dead now, honestly. If I try to run away, I think we're gonna get finished off. I don't know. I'm gonna try to live as long as possible and get as much loot as possible. There's usually a chest behind these spawners. I'll give you guys a little tip. Okay, we gotta get in here. There's a monster behind me. I think we're about to meet our demise. This is bad. Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. Oh, the poison skeleton though with the arrows. Wow, I suck at PvP. We just got hit way too many times. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die to fall damage. This is it. It's over. We need to get some better armor and stuff. Oh, there's another skeleton. I don't know if one of his shots will kill me. Yeah, it didn't kill me. Ooh, more golden apples. Yes, I'll definitely take those. Good. We can use those next time. And one more hit and we're dead. I'm just not even gonna bother eating food. I'm just gonna let it happen. Let me get this last chest. Oh, we died. I think our game mode glitched out a little bit there, but we're back in the overworld now. Let me go ahead and put in a stack of diamonds in our chest for when we need new armor. And then we can do slash sell all for the rest of it. And we make $11,000 after the fee. So definitely not bad for the time we spend in there. Let me poke a heal because our economy got low. I mean, that money is not necessarily enough. That would buy us like maybe two stacks of Pokeballs roughly. I mean, it's good enough for now, but I think we have time to fit in 1 or 2 more runs of the dungeons. Ooh, a lot of chests in here. Zapdos just spawned somebody too, so we're not going to miss out on a legendary spawn anytime soon. But I will definitely have to continue AFKing for one because we need one sooner than later. Hopefully pretty soon actually. But I do have something to do in real life, so I'm going to be out for a couple hours. I'm going to AFK during that, and fingers crossed we do end up getting that Xerneas. But there are no guarantees. I keep messing up my words. Oh my goodness. This was a very good loot room. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all the loot. On to the next. Okay, let's sell my inventory. I did end up dying. $11,000 after the fee again, which isn't bad, but making money definitely takes a while. So let's put away my extra items and then go ahead and go catch some unknown for now. If we go ahead and buy some dusk balls, that'll be the perfect ball to use. All right, 65. Okay, we can also slash STS, which will make us a pretty good amount of money. 2,600 for that random unknown. That's definitely not bad. And after only... Wait a second. Is there a shiny near me? What does that sound? Oh, my shiny unknown in the boat. Honestly, we should probably just get rid of this thing. It is useless. And I do not want to hear that sound effect. Alright, I'm leveling up my Pokemon in the end. I was leveling up my Weezing just a little bit because we're going to use them, of course, but I kind of need more money to be able to do anything. So I might go to slash warp tokens. And can we go ahead and buy, I guess we're going to try buy money just so we can afford more stuff. Find it once would give us 50,000 total. I mean, I've accumulated 30 tokens already, so. Alright, I think it's time we go ahead and get some progress. So let me go ahead and look at the Weezing's abilities right here. I'll just have to go into... Okay, yeah, so neutralizing gas is a standard ability. Oh, wait, no, what about on the other Pokemon, though? We need to do the other aspect. Could be different. Okay, no, it's still a standard ability. And then we have to decide what nature we want for, like, Fluttermane and stuff. Let's do Fluttermane's nature first, which will be up special attack, down attack, I think, would be the best. Because I think we're going to outspeed everything, honestly. I also went ahead and got this Sunstone from somebody, so let's use it on our Pokemon. And then Connie can evolve into Whimsicott, so if we go ahead and do that, we also need the ability for this. So what do we need? Whimsicott, is it a... we need 2 standard ability patches then, so let me see if I can go ahead and buy those. For Weezing and Whimsicott. And ability swapper, 2 of those. Prankster and neutralizing gas. Okay, first try for both of them. Those are the ones that we wanted on them. Primarina, I think the only ability is actually Torrent, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, sound-based moves become water-type moves. That actually sounds like it would be pretty good, because we could turn, like... If Primarina has Hyper Voice, we could turn a spread move into a water move, so... I just don't know if Primarina does know that move. Oh yeah, Hyper Voice right here. We don't have to add it with a TM. Let's replace it with... Well, Disarming Voice. Because, I mean, that's water or fairy then. That's kind of confusing. Either way, Hyper Voice can go on here. That'll be water type. And we need some nature mints now. So what are we doing for Primarina? If we go to the base stats here. Oh, we still need EVs for Primarina as well, right? We probably... Looks like Primarina is... Let's ignore special attacks. The EVs are there, but kind of naturally a little bit more special defensive by a bit. The speed is the lowest stat, so that's surprising. But I wonder, I mean, we're using Tailwind, so we probably want to get that speed up as much as possible because we're going to double it and outspeed everything. I assume that would be the plan at least. Okay, I also need to get a hidden ability swapper, and I think Primarina needed that, right? Okay, yes. Also, space moves become water type moves. I don't think it does it visually, but it will be a water type move in battle, hopefully. Okay, just under $20,000 because I do have an 8% discount because, I don't know, I guess I just have the max discount. You usually get that from levels, but it's okay. I have a little bonus, I guess, since I've played through and lived so many different lives on the server. Alright, but we do need to give Modest to, I believe it is Primarina? I mean, yeah, if we have Tailwind, we should be able to boost special attack instead, right? But Fluttermane's definitely going to get one. I'd say we probably want a plus speed minus attack for Whimsicott, which will also be Timid, I believe. Let me see. Timid right here. And then that would be on Whimsicott. Okay, and then this one is also one. I'm gonna have to look at the stats of like my Weezing to kind of see where I want to go from there, but I think the other 3 natures are perfectly fine. And it might be time to do some EVs now. So we need speed for Whimsicott and Primarina, so we need 50 of those, which is definitely going to be very expensive. Yeah, 48,000. Is anyone selling them for cheaper on the GTS? Okay, no, good. You know, we should probably go somewhere else and do this for someone doesn't figure out what Pokemon we have. And the reason I'm doing speed on Whimsicott, because I think if they have a Whimsicott, we don't want them to outspeed us, right? So, and then Primarina was the other one. It's not making a sound for some reason, but we don't need to hear the sound for it to work, so whatever. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm kind of at like a tricky crossroads, because at the same time, we could give something like Assault Vest to our Weezing. Raises the holder's special defense, but prevents the use of status moves. So basically that kind of means we couldn't use Protect. You know, stuff like Substitute maybe. I don't know if we would ever use that anyway. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to stall with something like that. So, and honestly, I think the only other thing we'd be missing is like, what if we had a, oh, we just got some stuff for like, I think the monthly rewards actually. Yeah, on the server there used to be keys, but we're trying to move away from randomized rewards. But some places like this, you still get them. And if that does happen, you can do /warp crates and you can exchange the old keys for just tokens right now. So yeah, we got pure tokens for that. It's just that all the keys haven't been completely phased out yet, so sometimes you get when you need to transfer it still. But anyways, I was talking about my Weezing. I'm really just trying to figure out what to do with here, because I mean, are there any bulky moves in those? Are there any moves like we can use to like boost its health? Are there heal moves? We really gotta figure out some strategy for this. And then the other good thing that'd be nice for our team would be an Intimidate Pokemon or something, I think. I don't know if there's a Fairy Intimidate Pokemon, but it would be nice if we could like intimidate the Pokemon to make their damage lower, in turn making them damage Weezing for less damage. Okay, I think our best bet is probably going to be doing something like, what is this move, by the way? Heals all conditions in my party. I mean, that's not bad. But yeah, I think my plan is going to be, if we just do /shop, we should go to the TMs and, or are these psychic? No, there's a poison. We need psychic TMs because I'm thinking rest is going to be the best strategy, to just spam sleep on this guy to try to stall as long as possible and keep healing, as well as like having leftovers and stuff. I don't know. So that, and then what should we do for like EVs and stuff, I guess, too, would be the question. We want the numbers to be as high as possible, so maybe like, I guess it depends. Let's see if we're using an attack first, then I can pick a nature for him. Toxic is definitely a good move in case it works. Protect is, you know, a pretty standard one that we're going to want here. If we just look through here quickly, I'm sure we can find it. Okay, Protect. That'll help us skip a turn. And I think the last move that we need is actually going to be Curse, because that says it's Wizard normal defense by 1 stage. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Where is Curse in here? There we go, Curse. And then if we just put that on this guy, we have all the moves. He is literally completely useless. But hopefully his ability will carry us through the game, because no one will be able to use anything else. I don't know if that's going to work, but I feel like it'd be fun to try. And then since we're not using any moves, it doesn't really matter which nature we have. But I'm going to make sure we... well, it looks like special attack is worse. So yeah, we're probably going to do a minus special attack plus special defense. And I'm going to run over to the token shop really quickly here and buy a little bit more money. And then if we go in here, we can also get a careful nature. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, careful is right here. Okay, then this can go on my Weezing right here. Let's try it. And what are the stats now? Let me see. Okay, yeah, the special defense is a little bit closer, so I think I'm going to give it some EV items really slowly now, and I'll see you guys when I've made some progress on that, because I'm going to kind of go through slowly one at a time and try to get all 3 of these stats to be as even as possible. Alright, so I just realized I was about to battle some people for fun, but we actually need to buy some items first. I completely forgot I even needed to do that. So for Weezing, I wanted to buy leftovers. Let's get that one out the way. If we go to the held items tab, which should be right here, okay? I wanted 1 leftovers. I also wanted a covert cloak so we can avoid flinching on our Whimsicott. I was thinking a throat spray would be nice to boost, or Primarina's special attack or whatever. And then what was the last move? Our last Pokemon was... how did I forget? Fluttermane. Oh, we need the booster energy for Fluttermane. Okay. That actually costs a lot of money, so I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get that. 1 second. Okay, so Whimsicott can have the covert cloak if we put it on there. I did borrow a booster energy from somebody, so we can buy our own later if it ends up being a good item to use. I also think I said borrow a little bit wrong there a second ago, so sorry about that. Let me give my Purina the throat spray, and then let me put leftovers on my Weezing. Gradually restores HP. I think this is going to be the best item for bulk, but who knows. So the leads I want to do is probably going to be Whimsicott and Primarina. And then when Whimsicott dies, we'll bring out Weezing. And then when Primarina dies, we'll bring out Fluttermane. That's going to be the plan kind of here. I think all of these moves are okay. I'm just double checking here. Icy Wind will lower the speed. It gives us some more coverage. As for a water move, I guess Bubble Beam is our best right now. I think I'll just keep that one. Or what's this one? Any Pokemon suffering a burn will be caused by the touch of these bubbles. This user bursts into song, emitting many bubbles. I mean, that's a sound move, right? So that will actually be boosted. So let's use that one instead. But I think we're just going to spam Hyper Voice, to be completely honest, anyway. So I'm in a battle with Time Wizard now. Looks like he's using a Pokemon with a skin and Mr. Mime. So Mr. Mime is like something I said Pikachu's electric, pure electric type, I think. So we're going to want to just Tailwind on Whimsicott, of course. And then let's just try Hyper Voice, and maybe that Throat Spray will boost my moves a little bit. Tailwind does boost our speed. Hyper Voice already kills Pikachu. Throat Spray gets activated. Special attack gets boosted. And then what Pokemon does he bring on next? Alright, some sort of Paradox Pokemon. I don't actually know the Paradox Pokemon off the top of my head, and it has a nickname, so who knows what that even is supposed to be. Let's Moonblast the Paradox, and then Hyper Voice both the Pokemon again. We should go first with both our Pokemon. Alright, Moonblast one hit kills the Paradox. Hyper Voice hits Mr. Mime and finishes off, especially with that special attack boost, it would be hard to survive. And then one more Pokemon's gonna come out here. It is Porygon, which does get an attack boost, but that's helping hand Primarina and just Hyper Voice this turn. We still have Tailwind, so that should definitely finish everything off. Ooh, it actually only does 90%. That's actually surprising. Must be pretty bulky. I'll just go ahead and Moonblast and Hyper Voice again. And we do win the battle there. We didn't lose a single Pokemon, but I also think this guy was probably using a troll team. Alright, we've got a battle with Ace Master now. We're just waiting for him to accept. Ursaluna and Porygon. Okay, that's already a pretty powerful Pokemon. Let's Tailwind, and then I don't know if Icy Wind is necessary if we're gonna be Tailwind. Ursaluna is pretty naturally slow Pokemon. I kind of wish we had a move to disable like Taunt or Trick Room, because I assume Porygon's gonna Trick Room here, so I wonder if it's a better idea to like target a move at Porygon, because that's gonna be tough to survive through Trick Room. Maybe that's what my team is missing, something to disable that with. Yeah, I think not using Tailwind though would be a mistake, so I guess we just have to do that. And Hyper Voice is basically the same power, so we should... I don't think Moonblast would finish it off instead or anything. Ursaluna protects the first turn, so we do get the Tailwind. I assume Trick Room's gonna go up right after that, though, so we're actually just nerfing ourselves by using Tailwind there. Yeah, Trick Room. Alright, well, I think that's what we need. We definitely need something to be able to counter the Trick Room in the future. I'll have to look at that. Let's just boost Primarina and use Hyper Voice again to hope that it does some damage. Facade goes on Primarina and finishes them off in one turn. I think Whimsicott can probably learn Taunt. I'm gonna swap out that for one of the moves before I battle again. Let's bring out... well, Primarina's not supposed to die first, honestly, so that kind of sucks. I think we should probably bring out Weezing then, to be honest. Let's see if that bulk that we put on it helps. Let's Moonblast Porygon, and then maybe go ahead and use Curse on Weezing to try to get our defense up. I don't know, maybe it will work. Alright, we have to bring Fluttermane out. Weezing got destroyed pretty quickly there, which obviously does suck. I mean, if they have the Trick Room up, there's not really anything I can do right now. I mean, using Tailwind doesn't change the Trick Room back, so using that would be useless. Let's just try to Moonblast, like, Ursaluna, and then Dazzling Gleam, which should damage both of them a pretty good amount. Yeah, Whimsicott dies. And the Dazzling Gleam... Oh, we don't... Oh, no, we do get a move. I mean, it does good damage, but, like, it doesn't even finish either of them off, so... Okay, let me go ahead and open the shop and see if Taunt is for sale and if Whimsicott can learn it, because that would just really help us win that game. That's Rock. Okay, here are the Dark-type moves. We do have Taunt. Then the next step is if Whimsicott can actually learn it. Okay, which they can. And then which move would we want to replace? Maybe Giga Drain, honestly. Just so we have more utility. Alright, I think that looks good. Alright, looks like he does have a mythical or legendary. I don't know, does that pair up to a, I honestly forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna Tailwind and use Hyper Voice to try to get the boost as soon as possible. I don't think either of this Pokemon are like Trick Room or anything, but if they do, that sucks. Alright, Primarina just dies in the first turn somehow. Primarina is not supposed to be the first Pokemon dying here, like, at all, so... let's just bring out Weezing next. Hopefully they live long enough to disable all the abilities. I'm starting to think that Weezing just kind of sucks on the team here, and I probably shouldn't be using them. Let's use the Moonblast on Salamence. I could easily finish them off first turn. Let's just Protect on Weezing to try to keep it alive another turn. Alright, well that brings Salamence to 12% health. Plasma Fist tries to hit Whimsicott. It does finish it off, which is kind of better for me so we can bring our last Pokemon in here. Psychic misses Weezing because we protected. And then if we're bringing out Fluttermane, we're going to go ahead and just Dazzling Gleam because it's going to hit both of them. And then let's just Curse and try to beef Weezing up more. I don't know. Guess we could Toxic one of them, but ideally we're just going to one-hit kill both of them, which we do. I think I should definitely look into replacing Weezing. Like possibly just replacing with the Xerneas we get later could be a way better idea. We do have an attack and defense boost though. Mostly the defense boost is all I care about. Ooh, 2 more dragon types, and we have a spread fairy move. It would be better if we had a helping hand, I feel like, right now. I mean, we can, like, throw Toxic on Dragonite, because why not, but... we could have protected on Weezing, too, but... Ooh, it doesn't even do 50% to one of them. Weezing's immune to one of the moves. Acid Spray, which does, like, no damage. Okay, that's good. Toxic does hit Dragonite, so, I mean, that's gonna help a bit, I guess. We're gonna Dazzling Gleam again, and then just Protect on Weezing, in case he does end up attacking Weezing this turn. But if anything, we definitely want Weezing to die. I have 5% left on Goodra. Muddy Water. One more Dazzling Gleam is going to finish him off. And then let's also just Toxic just in case too. Alright, we do end up winning from that. Alright, and that is it for these 10 days. Let's go ahead and get to the Flying Rival so we can finish it off here. Dragon is the first Pokemon that comes up. I'm just going to use Whimsicott as a normal attacker and hit Moonblast a couple times, I think. Also, did we ever boost Whimsicott's like other stat, or is it just only speed right now? Yeah, it's only speed EVs. Okay, well my Whimsicott doesn't have EVs on the attack, so that's kind of crazy. Okay, I swapped to Fluttermane. I'm gonna use Power Gem. My other Pokemon just wasn't doing any damage because like we didn't have the EVs on there, so... Also, what level is this? 68. So we definitely have to do more leveling up after we're done with this too. Corviknight, we do have Mystical Fire. Fluttermane just has a bunch of moves, so it's really easy to do really good damage. I bought it like this too. I didn't even equip all these. They were just already on there. Okay, Zapdos is the next Pokemon. Looks like Power Gem is going to be, once again, the best option to choose here. Alright, Zapdos used Roost, didn't miss for some reason. Let's use Mystical Fire. I think I'm also confused, so that probably didn't help. Mystical Fire does like 40%. Magnetic Flux failed from Zapdos. Let's go ahead for another Power Gem, which should do enough damage to take away the rest of the 62%, which it does. And then, do we... Okay, they do have another Pokemon, Dragonite. But we have Dazzling Gleam, so that should be enough to finish it off again. Alright, and the next gym will be the Water Rival, so let's go ahead and go start training for that. Alright, I just left this dungeon for a while because I wanted some money, but it kind of seems like I'm about to die, so I just figured I would check in and show you guys a little I got after. Just see if I can get any more stuff. I feel like this is the deepest I've been in here yet, though, so I think that probably stands for something. I'm having trouble finding more chests. I bet they're probably just like buried and stuff the lower you get. So it does seem like they're easier to find when they were higher up, which I'll go ahead and buy another zombie too right here. I'm also kind of out of food. I'm out of golden apples, but I have random food on me that I got from earlier. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna die right here. Alright, how much money did I make? Oh, only $9,000. I kind of figured I made more than that, but... Alright, I just finished another dungeon run, so let me do that all. And it looks like I got another like $9,000. I think I'll probably end it there because I don't necessarily need that much money, but it's just nice to have an extra bit because I did use most of mine. If I check last legend, yeah, Zekrom spawned 13 minutes ago, so we won't be able to have a Xerneas spawn on us right now. But we definitely need to try to get one soon. I mean, I've been trying to get one for a while. I also have like some more extra shulker shells and iron that I'm gonna keep in my shulker box for the time being. And I've also got some honey, which is nice to craft Pokesnacks with, but I don't know if we'll really use that in this video, to be honest. My diamond armor is also almost broken again, so I could probably just throw all this out and craft up a new set. Just to get it to be max and fresh durability again for when we play yet again in a moment here. Alright, what about another stack of Ultra Balls? I was on my island trying to catch this Drift Blim, because they're just here right now. And actually, let me check my Dex percentage. Oh, we're at 17%. We're getting really close to being at 20. I don't know if maybe I'll go for that and try to finish it off finally, then kind of give up from there. I don't know if we'll get past 20, honestly. I'm not going to focus too much on catching new Pokemon, but... Okay, I just finished another dungeon, so I'm going to go ahead and sell all. Ooh, I actually made a good amount of money that time, more than I have been. It's going to be pretty helpful, but I also was getting a new Pokemon ready. So let me check my /daycare. Actually, I don't think it's ready quite yet. I think I need to leave it in there for 10 minutes for it to get the move I'm trying to let it get. So in the meantime, I think I need to buy some TMs for that Pokemon I was trying to get a certain egg move on. So like literally the only TM I would have to buy is Crunch. The rest are the egg moves and moves that the Pokemon already know. So that's going to be in the dark section. Okay, I just got my final Pokemon. I was going to battle somebody and it looks like it finally worked. This teacher's got Crunch really quickly. Give him the new item. Yeah, I was trying the egg move for a while, but it looks like I finally ended up getting it. So we can use Parting Shot, Crunch, Fake Out, and Spirit Break. Okay, those are the moves we're going to be using. We also need to buy some... Oh, we need Nature too. Okay, probably plus speed minus special attack. All right, I've got my Jolly Mint here. Let's give it to my Pokemon. And then we're going to boost the speed and attack stat, I guess. I think it'd probably be better to boost like other things, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want to like make like a super specific thing. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Did I boost the wrong stat or is this fine? There's some speed and normal attack would be calcium. So let's make sure we get that. Oh, we don't have enough money. Let me go get 2 /warp tokens and transfer more money out. And then we can go ahead and go buy the 28 calcium again. No, protein. That's what it is. Sorry. They're going to need 1 more calcium and like sugar's 1 HP. Okay, no, that EVs are full, I guess. Okay, so that is fine. Do we even have a status move? We do have Parting Shot, but I don't think that matters. Let me see if we can have a better ability in this guy. I guess we could just use like Pickpocket. You're supposed to use this Pokemon as like Prankster, so maybe it will surprise the enemies because we're not using him as a Prankster Pokemon. You know, I guess we are using him as a Prankster Pokemon this turn because we cannot afford to get an ability swapper. I'm instead going to leave with Primarina this time. I mean, Grimstorm instead of Primarina because I think we could probably go ahead and get some better damage done with having that Fake Out come out one of the first turns. Okay, so Tatsugiri and Darmanitan. Let's Tailwind, of course, and then Fake Out one of these Pokemon. Darmanitan seems like it'd probably do more damage than a Tatsugiri. So let's go ahead and Fake Out that one. Trying to delay some damage so we can go ahead and get our Tailwind up without swapping much out. Fake Out goes on a Darmanitan. Whimsicott use Tailwind. Oh, Tatsugiri has some poison. Not exactly sure what that's supposed to do, if I'm honest. I wonder if it's like worth using like some like Taunt on one of these Pokemon. Or if we should just like Moonblast, Tatsugiri, and Parting Shot Darmanitan. Maybe something like that's fine. And then we can swap into Primarina. Moonblast goes out and gets Tatsugiri to 20%. Darmanitan uses U-turn, so they do swap out of the game as well. Dondozo comes out. Okay. Okay, all of his stats get boosted. Let's Helping Hand and use Hyper Voice. It's going to be water type though, right? So I don't know if that's going to do much. Hyper Voice. Oh my god, it didn't do anything. Rock Slide. Okay, we need a plan right now. Can we Helping Hand again and like specifically Moonblast the Dondozo? Oh, he's trying to see what I'm trying to do, okay? I mean, that's fair, but Tatsugiri died, so... Oh, Tailwind is gone. We could put that back up this turn. He's still picking up Pokemon to bring out next. I wonder what it'll be. Darmanitan's gonna put a lot of pressure on us, so this is not good. I mean, if we use Icy Wind and try like lower their speed, is that going to be worth it in the long run? I don't think so. Let's try Moonblast again. See, is that going to do a meaningful amount of damage? I think we're just cooked right here, honestly. Oh, even with a special attack boost, we don't do any damage. Both our Pokemon die. Darmanitan doesn't even need to use a move. I think we're getting very destroyed by this team right here. Like, we're not doing very well. Alright, gotta bring out my other 2 Pokemon. One of which has an ability that isn't doing anything. But it's better than the little ghastly thing we had, honestly, so I don't really care. Dazzling Gleam and probably Fake Out Dondozo, honestly. I feel like he's the bigger threat here damage-wise. Hopefully the Dazzling Gleam from Fluttermane does a lot of damage. I mean, we have Tailwind up. We're going to definitely go first. Special attack is as max as it can be, excluding the 10% nature. Only way you can make it better is like not using booster energy in like a life orb or something. Protect. Could have probably guessed that. Luckily, we are using a spread move, so we do some damage either way. Oh, okay, we're dead next turn. Like, we literally lose the game next turn, so... Spear Break, probably on Darmanitan, because he's lower. Try to finish him off completely. Darmanitan does die. Spear Break on Dondozo does literally nothing. Rock Slide comes through again and finish off both our Pokemon, so I think we lose there, but honestly, it was a good battle. Alright, we're doing another battle. Looks like another Tatsugiri, but I kind of know the strategy this time. Let's use Tailwind and fake out Ninetales. Assume that's probably what's going to try to use a move rather than Tatsugiri. Assume Tatsugiri is going for X. I don't know, does Tatsugiri poison itself? Like, is that like an ability or is that a move they're using? I don't know. Muddy Water. Okay, that actually did some okay damage. And let's Helping Hand. And then Spirit Break the Tatsugiri to try to finish off in one turn. I should probably swap into one of my attack mons with the Parting Shot, but I just want to see if I can do this. What? What? Tatsugiri Protect? Okay, I should just go to my spread move mon, honestly. I should have done Parting Shot. Oh, we have a little screen up now, too. Let's use Taunt on Ninetales and then Parting Shot on Tatsugiri just to finish that thing off quick. Yep, another Dondozo team, dude. What the heck? Why am I fighting two Dondozo teams back to back and I failed both times? Dondozo is immune to Taunt. Okay. Tatsugiri, Parting Shot I literally missed. Wait, so I don't mean to swap out. I ain't know Parting Shot could miss if I'm being completely honest either. Let's just throw everything we have into Dondozo and use Parting Shot again. Should go first with Tailwind, I would assume. It doubles our speed, I think. Dozo stats don't get lowered. Do we swap out? Okay, I guess we just can't use Parting Shot this game, guys. Tried it twice, but I guess you have to lower the stats to be able to switch out. I really don't know. I say we go into Primarina to try to get these guys damage down. Probably Helping Hand Hyper Voice. Just see if we can get some damage in. What is Ace Master going to decide to use here? I think this is also a rematch with Ace Master. We did battle him before once, but it is a different team nonetheless. We're immune to one of the moves I used. Hyper Voice did 2 damage, okay. 2% damage, actually. That is literally nothing. Is Tailwind gone? Tailwind should be gone next turn. Let's Helping Hand and then use, I don't know, Icy Wind? I don't know. I don't really know what to do at this point. Let's see if it does more damage. Wave Crash, that does a lot of damage. Icy Wind is not very effective. Hey, I almost go Tatsugiri though. I think I need more move variety, honestly. Like something that might be able to be super effective against them at some point. Like Pokemon that would be trying to attack me. Also, I don't think we need a Tailwind again unless I missed it. Turn 7 though. I'm just gonna assume it right now and try it again. Hopefully it doesn't like disable it or something. Let's just try Hyper Voice. I mean, we have the boost anyway, so maybe we'll do better. It missed. It's not very effective. Dondozo used Rest. I think we just lose because we're not going to be able to deal that much damage to Dondozo. Oh, Gothitelle. Can we taunt Gothitelle? Because I assume they're going to try like Perish Shock or something. I think that's a strategy. Let's just Moonblast them as well. I mean, we can kill Gothitelle, that's for sure. So I'll double Moonblast them and see if we can just get them out the game at the very least. Even if we can't kill Dondozo, we can try to do as much damage as possible. Ooh, withdrew Gothitelle. Hopefully they're not immune to Fairy type moves. Start to Snow. Ooh, they must have very bulky special attack. Well, no, I guess Primarina finished him off, though. Oh, yeah, we don't have attack EVs on our Whimsicott. I keep forgetting that, so they're just not going to do any damage, probably, which sucks. Okay, Gothitelle comes out again. I would assume they're going to try to protect now. Like, I would honestly protect for them, so I'm going to try to talk Dondozo, who's asleep. Oh, no, they were resetting Taunt. I don't know, they used Protect. I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, I will do Taunt next turn. Oh, that didn't do any damage. Legendary just spawned in somebody. Could have been S. Taunting Gothitelle once again. Moonblast on Gothitelle as well. Trying to finish it off and get it out of here. I'm surprised my Whimsicott is still alive, honestly. Like, this thing has been in the game for so long. It's been 11 turns and haven't finished it off. It's like, not even trying to be defensive either, so any attack could kill this thing. I really just used it for the Tailwind, honestly. We just lost Tailwind too if we want to put it back next turn if we don't die. Whimsicott gets low, trying to finish me off so I can't use my taunt, but I already finished your Pokemon off, so nice try. Let's use Tailwind once again and just hit Dondozo with a Moonblast, hoping it does damage. Ooh, that does some good damage. Wave Crash on Primarina, that's fine. We do have our way better attacker coming out Fluttermane, so hopefully that helps us a bit. What move will one-hit kill Dondozo is the question here. Let's Helping Hand. Probably something stab, right? Shadow Ball. Let's go for Shadow Ball. Maybe gonna protect first turn. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Wave Crush on Flutter Mane. Ooh, we get finished off. Oh, Dondozo dies to recoil. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we actually did it with no HP left. Seems like we're coming to a close here at these end of these 10 days, so it is time to fight the water rival. I feel like we've built up a pretty good team of 4 Pokemon here, and it's going to get even better when we do end up getting Xerneas soon. I don't know, are we going to get it? Who knows? I might have to AFK all day tomorrow, but we're definitely going to try to get it soon. Alright, let's go into the battle with our Whimsicott first, with no attack EVs. Let's see what we can do here. We're also underleveled by like 10 levels still. The first one is Toxapex. Let's use Taunt and Toxapex. They won't be able to use them. Yep, Recover is the first thing they're using. Nice try, Toxapex, but it's not going to work on us. I mean, the only thing that might work is the fact that we literally do no damage. So this Pokemon's just useless. We might as well let it die and get some chip damage in there. As much as possible, at least. Gonna go with another Moonblast. Toxapex down to 69% health. We'll be able to beat this rival. They do finish off Whimsicott. I also only brought 4 Pokemon here. We don't have any of our extras. Let's try Grimmsnarl next. And go for something like Fake Out first turn. Why not, if we can. Flinch that move. Take like 6% health. Not bad. Crunch is also going to be normal effectiveness. So, oh, a defense fall on that too. Acid Spray does hit us. It doesn't poison or anything, but lowers our defense and stuff, and it's definitely going to hurt a little bit. Toxapex goes to 14. We've almost finished off the first Pokemon. Ooh, when they restore. I guess Taunt only lasts a certain amount of turns, actually. Or else we should have killed it by now. Acid Spray. Is this Toxapex going to wipe our whole team? At this rate, it's possible. I don't know. Crunch again. Toxapex gets withdrawn, so I guess we're going to deal with that another time later. Maybe the NPC just decided it's not time to use it. Crunch on Suicune does again like no damage. Leftovers heals me up a bit. Let's try Spirit Break. Rain Dance. Okay, it's raining. That shouldn't affect us too much. It's only gonna buff their moves a bit. We're not using any fire moves. I mean, Flutter Mane does have one fire move, but I've not used it like once, so we should be fine. Oh, okay. Suicune uses Rain Dance twice, trying to get that double rain up. Pretty interesting strategy, that's for sure. 44% health. Guess I'm just gonna keep spamming this. Suicune uses Rest, which, I mean, is a little bit bad. I guess I'll just spam Crunch my other moves and see if I can end up defeating them. Hopefully it works. I don't know. This is a very, very long battle. I guess while they're sleeping, I could swap into Flutter Mane. Like, if this happens again, I'll just swap into Flutter Mane and try from there. And see if because I'll just be able to... Okay, I see, so they used Rest again. Let's take a Parting Shot. Go into Flutter Mane. Oh, my special attack was hiding because I guess it's a higher stat. So that's how the booster energy works. That's honestly probably better for us here. Let's use a Stab Attack. Shadow Ball. Alright, that's a lot better. Flutter Mane is definitely our best attacking Pokemon. Another Shadow Ball. We finish off their first or only legendary, I'm not sure, with our Flutter Mane. Toxapex does come back out. I think we're just going to go for something like Shadow Ball once again. With that stab, super high boosted special attack. We should indeed be able to want to kill, which we did. Next Pokemon is another Dondozo. We just can't get a break from these guys. Oh my goodness. I think Shadow Ball is probably the best again because of course it's stab. We can lower the special defense. Can't get much better than that. We're immune to whatever move they just used, which is also really good to us. And Dondozo goes down. Is that the last Pokemon for the water rival? Ooh, at least one more. A Greninja, a classic. Who doesn't like Greninja? Dazzling Gleam is going to be super effective against Greninja though. And it's stab. We have a bunch of special defense. It does finish Greninja off in one hit. Slowking coming out next. Do we have a super effective move? We do. Shadow Ball. Which also just happens to be a stab move again. So we're doing even more damage. But it doesn't finish it off with all of those boosts. Must be a pretty bulky one, honestly. Another Shadow Ball though will surely finish it off. And that should be the rest of this guy's team. Yep, we won. And there goes the water rival. We battled a couple trainers too, so that was exciting. The next rival is going to be the steel rival. I don't know how to feel about that, because that is literally going to be our counter. So we definitely need to get some levels on our Pokemon, or we're going to be cooked. Primarina is 52, Grimmsnarl is 55. Like, yeah, definitely need to get some levels up. Level ups. Okay, so I just logged on for the day, and we got lucky with a Xerneas spawn. It was pretty crazy timing, but I was about to AFK here for a second while I did some stuff in the morning. But it looks like we just got lucky and got the legendary we wanted this video, so that is super exciting. I think we can probably just throw some Pokeballs. If we ended up getting to 20% dex completion, we could have gotten a Master Ball, right? Yeah, we could have. But unfortunately we didn't, so we're gonna have to catch it with just normal Pokeballs. I just used all the rest of my money to buy these Ultra Balls as well. So maybe I should start selling some stuff in my chests in case I need more money. Maybe we can chop down these trees as well. Maybe get like $200 from the wood. If we need anything we can get at this point. It might be better if we enter a battle with it too. I don't have any like status moves. Oh, we caught it. Okay. Well, that did not take long at all. It looks like we didn't get max speed, which is okay. Max special attack, max defense. We're not going to use the attack stat, but I mean, definitely not terrible. We're already having a special attack boosting nature too, so that's kind of lucky. Geomancy is already equipped. We need a damage move, and I don't know what other moves people usually run with Xerneas, but well, I mean, if I really just need money to kind of progress from here, I think it would be a good time to try to get 20% dex, just so we can kind of make some progress on that front. And then maybe trying some of those dungeon runs again to make a little bit of money could be a clever idea. I mean, except for that, I'm not sure what else have on the horizon here. Because we are sitting at 17%, so I mean, we're getting pretty close. I may have just said something similar to that, but basically, I'm just going to be catching some Pokemon. This is also a really common spot for Swinub. Too bad, like, you could catch chain them here, but I'm pretty sure Mamoswine is a pretty, I mean, maybe not bad Pokemon, but I don't know. I mean, when I think of Swinub, I don't think of anything very special, and I also think of a very ugly green shiny color, so chaining for a shiny might not be worth it, but this would be a good spot to do it if you wanted to. Currently still flying around looking for any Pokemon that I might be able to find. Pineco, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't see much around here. Centrids, Veneries, I mean, we already have all these Pokemon. Do we have a Fletchinder? Yeah, it says that we do, but let's check. Are we at the point of the video where it's saying we have Pokemon that we don't? Nope, we have Fletchinder, okay. Okay, I think I also spent a little bit of time catching some unknown because I need some levels. Because we're definitely gonna need to be high level for those rivals. The last one was already over leveling us by a bit, so you gotta go for Pokemon to at least 70, but I might push to 75 just for now. But who knows? That's just what I think I'll do. Maybe I'll end up changing it. I only have 4 Pokemon too that I gotta level up. So I'm gonna test this unknown in a couple minutes here. This level 95 one probably. We have 2 minutes and 31 seconds left. I also just ran out of Pokeballs though. So I think it's probably time we get a little bit of a boost in money. And we need to catch some new Pokemon to get 20%. That'll give us a tiny bit of money. Of course, we're starting to need Pokeballs for that. Oh yeah, Kid Claim Daily. We could actually do that and get a couple of new Pokeballs. Mainly like plain ones. So we should probably use these ones like low level ones that we have like a high catch rate. We have just a tiny bit more of Great and Ultra Balls too. So, oh, Graveler. Maybe we can catch this guy. We might need to upgrade to a Great Ball though. I mean, Graveler's like a middle evolution. So, oh, shiny Torkoal in chat. That's pretty cool. Can we catch this guy within 3 Pokeballs? You know, every time he gets out, you move up 1. Okay, Ultra Ball. And if he doesn't want it, we're going back to the start. We're going right back to Pokeball. You better take it. Oh, back to the Pokeball. There's not as many amenities in there. Alright, he decided he was going to be greedy, so we got the Graveler. Beldum, we actually do already have one of those from... Oh no, we don't have one of them from Wonder Trade because you have to be the original trainer, right? For it to register. I don't think I'm going to catch a Beldum though. We'll throw 1 normal Pokeball. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Oh, I just found a wild Jolteon when I RTP'd, so that is definitely a Pokemon I don't have yet. And a Marini over here. Can we actually catch both of these Pokemon? That'd be pretty cool. We have Krabby, it seems. Jolteon, come on, you gotta get in the Pokeball. Ooh, not quite yet. Marini, whatever it's called over there is also not getting in. Jolteon, you're going down Pokeball if you get out. Alright, Pokeball for Jolteon. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Maybe actually some Great Balls, because we have more of those than any other Pokeball right now. Almost got that. Just flying back and forth. I'll see you guys when I catch one of them. Okay, I caught one of the Pokemon. I'm trying to catch 3 more right now, but I'm also out of Pokeballs, because now these Pokemon are getting in, so we're going to have to buy a stack of Ultra Balls. There we go. Oh, we just got Jolteon and Phanpy on the, like, same throw. Now we just have this Low Kicks? I forget what their name is, honestly. Yeah, Low Kicks, something like that. I don't think there's any new Pokemon around here, but this is gonna be like the 4th or 5th new Pokemon I caught, like just now. Yeah, I think 4th, which is definitely not bad. I'll take it. And I mean, there's a Kamala over there, some Pokemon in the water. There could easily be some more, but this guy just has to stop being stubborn and get in the Pokeball so we can go look. Yeah, I caught like 2 more Pokemon. This is gonna be like a 3rd new one, so we should definitely be getting close to 20%. Yeah, we're 19. Maybe like 10 more Pokemon, we should be good. I don't know. All right, there's Gligar, another new Pokemon. And I'm keeping this Dodrio in my inventory because we can sell it for 4,000, which is pretty hefty. We gotta wait 8 more minutes though. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue going around and catching Pokemon, trying to get to 20 dex percent. I'll see how it goes. Well, I mean, I was trying to catch Pokemon, but I just kept throwing the balls at them and they just weren't getting in. So there's a bunch of Pokemon here I don't have. But at the same time, I can't catch any of them, unfortunately. So I have to wait to ST as a Pokemon to get more money. But I guess I could also just buy like 16, 32, 16, 8 more. Okay, we have $500 left, but we do have 25 more balls. So hopefully I can guess the next Dex milestone. And I could go into like a dungeon run from there and get a little bit more money. Maybe we should like bone meal and make our own Pokeballs. But honestly, I feel like I'd rather just get some loot and sell and then buy them. I think they could definitely be made to be a tiny bit cheaper too. It always is helpful when I'm playing these videos because I know how to improve the prices for people in the early game to make it more fun for them. And I don't know what it shouldn't. I mean, I guess if you're playing 2, you can easily make a base and make a farm. But I don't want to use this valuable video time to make a base and a farm, so it's a little bit more tricky for me. But still, if someone doesn't want to do that, I want it to be possible still, which it has been possible for me in this video so far. Alright, gonna sell Dodrio. You have $4,000 for that. I might hitbox some because I lost some Pokeballs, but I mean, I caught like 3 in Pokemon, but I did use up all the Pokeballs I just bought. So I don't know how close we are to getting the reward, but I'm gonna be honest, $20,000 is not gonna do too much help for us anyway, so I guess we're done catching Pokemon after that because I'm not going for the next Dex milestone, but what is this Pokemon? Cool. Should we buy more Pokeballs with the money we have again? I guess so. I mean, I guess so. Why not? Hopefully the Pokemon get caught a little bit easier this time because they're giving me a very hard time before. Oh, look, we earned the rookie rank. Nice. So we did just level up. So I guess, yeah, I don't really care to catch more Pokemon. Let me go to /Dex. We can claim that reward. $20,000, 50 gems, 48 Ultra Balls, 1 Master Ball, 1 EXP share. And we get a little upgraded tag. But we now have a Master Ball if we find another Legendary we want. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. $20,000 is going to be pretty helpful too. And I think I'm going to get straight into a game of the dungeons. And I'll probably see you guys in a minute. I'm going to try to get a bunch of money. Hopefully some golden apples because I just realized I didn't bring food in here and we only have 2. But thankfully the Pokemon don't really attack you unless you attack them. So especially until we get to floors with the mobs, that should be perfectly okay. Alright, I did go ahead and die in the dungeon right there so we can do /sell all. And I just made about $10,000. That's definitely not bad because I didn't spend too much time there to be completely honest. So I think I'm going to go in again and try to get a little bit more money, hopefully. Can we sell another Pokemon yet? Let's see. Okay, 13 minutes. So I think we made all the money in like, I mean, that would have been, you know, I don't know, but not that much time. All right, that's all I know. Let's swap the Lucky Egg off of Whimsicott and give it to like Primarina probably for now. I think that'd be better. And we could even swap out Primarina for a new Pokemon at some point, but I just don't know who that would be at the moment, so definitely gonna have to do some more thinking on that. While I was looting, I got overwhelmed by mobs, so we're gonna have to just sell all of our stuff because I'm dead. $11,000 that time though, so a little bit better. I was also thinking to see if anyone wants to have a battle with me because I don't know, maybe we're ready. Oh, we know we need a get Journey set up, right? So let me do that first. Let me see how you get I think it's Dazzling Gleam. Is that TM or level or what? I think 2 good moves to buy off the bat would be the Dazzling Gleam move, of course, but also Protect to stall a turn if we do need it. There we go, Protect, and then Dazzling Gleam. Where is that? Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Wonder Room. Still looking for Dazzling Gleam. I don't see it. Oh, wait, is it not in here? Interesting. Does Expanding Force work instead or anything? Oh, wait, I was looking at Psychic moves, not Fairy. Okay, Dazzling Gleam is here. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Dazzling Gleam, Protect. We can go ahead and put both those on. Dazzling Gleam, Protect, and then maybe we should see if there's one more spread move we could use of a different type. I mean, I guess the best option would be like, it says it learns hyper voice, which would be in case they're like immune to fairy type. We could buy and use that, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Where is it though? Oh, there are a lot of normal type moves. Oh my goodness. Where is that? Hyper voice. There we go. I guess it's a newer move. And then that will replace Moonblast. I think that's probably a good idea. If you guys got a better move, so let me know. And with that being done, we kind of just need the IVs, which we want to do. Definitely special attack, right? But then I don't know. Do we do speed with Tailwind? Do we like buff up the HP or something like that? I'm not sure. Maybe we do like 12 HP, 12 speed. I don't know, guys. If this is not a good idea, someone let me know in the comments. I could change that IVs pretty easily. So 12 speed, 16, then remove a couple. All right, 12 of those, and then 12 HP, which is HP up, and then 12. All right, we can do one more speed because it's obviously 25, not 24, and then we need attack, which we don't have enough money to do right now. Okay, I just put my items on Xerneas, but I couldn't even afford to buy the other ones. I just realized, and we need Whimsicott's EV still, so I definitely need to go do some work on that. Ooh, a Tapu Lele just spawned. This guy had spawned. Nice. I'm gonna join a game of dungeons though, because we need to get money, and I will see you guys when I've hopefully acquired some of that. Oh my god, I literally ate a god apple and everything, and I just still died in the dungeon I was in. I didn't record it because I was gonna just record after I got some loot and show you guys, but it did not end up working out that way. We need some more money because we need, of course, 12 more EVs, and then the EVs for the attack, right? So I need like, I don't know, 30, 35, 40,000 more dollars, I think, something like that. Not 100% sure, but I'm gonna continue doing the dungeons until I have enough money to do one of those. And I'll try to update you guys in the dungeon before I die this time, but it came out of nowhere, I promise. Okay, I'm about to die. I'm just gonna let it happen though, because I don't want to like waste more golden apples. Trying to check for some hidden chests. All right, pretty good. Maybe I can get a couple more before I die. Just don't even know the way out of here though. I kind of got lost, to be honest with you. Okay, I just got one killed. Sell all in 8,700. Not bad. 16,000. I don't know if that's enough for the Xerneas. What else do we need? 12 HPs. Okay, let's use that shop. Consumables, HP, and then round that to 12. $5,000 left, so we definitely need way more still to finish the rest of the 2 Pokemon. But in our stats page, we have extra health, we have speed, and then we just need special attack for Whimsicott and Xerneas. I'm also just realizing, I think if we do replace Purina, we need a physical attacker, because all of my Pokemon are special attackers. All right, once again, we're done. 15, almost 16,000, which is a pretty hefty amount of money. We also got a bunch of iron blocks here. If we sell those, 2,000 extra. And we have 16 more in our ender chest. I'm just trying to wrap this up so we can finally do a battle or something. All right, with all that money, let's see. Can we go to the shop? I believe special attack is calcium, right? Yes. Then we need 25 25 is 50. Pretty easy math. And we can't afford it. Okay. Oh yeah, we need roughly $50,000 to buy the rest of the stuff that we need. Does anyone have calcium for sale? Nope. All right. I don't know. I think this might take a while for me to keep farming this money, so I'm gonna go lock in and attempt to farm up the rest of the money I need for these items. Maybe I'll have some votes left. Let me do that real quick. All right, I have literally none. 0 votes, so yeah, that's not gonna work. We're just gonna have to go back into the dungeons. All right, and that is the last of my iron that I just sold. We can go ahead and finally buy the rest of the calcium that we need. All right, maybe I should make sure there's a special attack first though. All right, it is special attack. We can go ahead and just RTP and put this on our Pokemon so we don't get anybody spying. Okay, interesting. And we can go ahead and do some battles in a minute, but I'm probably gonna battle the rival first because it took so long to do this. All right, there we go. Well, it's gonna take a lot longer than that. Oh, there we go. All right, are all of our Pokemon full EVs then? Whimsicott might need like one more. Seems like there's an issue with that. Where is the calcium? I cannot find it now. Held items, consumables, calcium. One more. Are you 252 now? We actually could use one more, but it's for 2 points. Is it worth it? All right, we might as well finish it off. All right, perfect. Xerneas, are your EVs fine? Yes. All of our Pokemon have EVs now, so that's good news. I was also wanting to get a better move on Primarina, I believe. Just a different type one for this water one. I mean, Energy Ball, grass type move doesn't sound terrible for we have some coverage, but I don't know if we're gonna end up using that. But I don't know. I mean, it seems like it could be an okay thing to try. Oh, we don't have money. I guess that's okay. Oh yeah, and then the item for Xerneas, so we're gonna need a power herb, so we're gonna need to get like a tiny bit more money to do that. We should be able to STS a Pokemon though, and that could bring us to the rest of the way. We want to get Pokemon that actually sells for something though, so let me test a couple of these. Ooh, 4,000 on both of these guys, nice. Alright, then I think we just need like genuinely a tiny bit more and we should be good. Like, we can maybe mine this coal and have enough. We need like 500 bucks. I don't know how much this coal's gonna give us though. It might be like $30, but it is worth a try. And oh my god, $33, that's crazy. How much do we need? We're going to buy the held item Mirror Power Herb, that's what it's called. 9,200, so yeah, we need like $100 more, I think. I think I'll just go ahead and buy it in the token shop for 2.5 okay, we can't buy it in the token shop. Maybe let's go ahead and sell something that we've gotten so far. Bone blocks, do those sell? Nope. Normal Pokeballs, do these sell? $32, that probably wasn't worth it in hindsight. 2 diamonds, 40 bucks. Alright, we need like $20 more, not bad. Some wood, / sell hand. Alright, we're getting there. Tiny bit more. And is that enough? I don't know. / shop, held items. And let's buy this. Yeah, immediately charge move, we did buy it. And then we are ready to have a battle with somebody. Perfect. Let's go ahead and maybe battle our rival first. And we'll save Xerneas for like last, because like that's the highest level. We're going with Primarina first because we didn't get a chance to level a Pokemon up. We're gonna have to do that in the next 100 day or 10 days, sorry. But we're ready. Let's try with the rival right here. Steel rival. We are ready to battle you. Can't really see the text, but that's alright. Golden Go comes out first. Pretty powerful Pokemon. Let's just try Moonblast. It's not very effective. Golden Go use Recover. Just being preemptive, fair enough. Let's use Icy Wind because he's faster than us. So maybe we could nerf this speed before we end up dying. Icy Wind on Golden Go. Alright, it wasn't very effective, but his speed did fall. Let's spam that and let's spam Icy Wind with Primarina on every single one of these Pokemon. Actually, it doesn't reset when you swap out, so that might actually be useless. I mean, we just don't have a move that counters the steel types or anything on Primarina, so it's just not very useful to us, honestly. I mean, it says Sparkling Area is, like base level effectiveness is nothing special. Ooh, Heatran, we're gonna be super effective. Nice. Throw Spray gets activated because it is a voice move. Let's just use this again. Magma. Okay, we might actually finish off Heatran this turn. They did not swap out or anything. 4% health. Are they going for a swap or are they gonna take the death? Ooh, they're gonna try to kill us. We were down to 12%. That was close. But we're not dead yet. Sizer, interested. Sizer's faster than Primarina and we do get finished off. So let's bring in Whimsicott next. Which does actually have an attack stat now to begin with. But we only have one fairy type move. Which all these Pokemon are going to resist because they're super effective against us. But still. I wonder if like replacing Helping Hand would be better, but... Or maybe Helping Hand wasn't doing anything because we didn't have an attack stat. Does Helping Hand use, like, let's read it. Boosting the power. I guess, how does it boost the power though? I'll have to look it up on the internet because it doesn't say in game. I'm just going to spam Moonblast until we die, I guess. You know, why don't we use Taunt this turn? Because then they have to swap out or they have to just keep taking our attacks. Oh, we're dead. Well, at least we get Taunt off before we die, right? I don't think that's too bad. Let's use Xerneas because I think Fluttermane could sweep all these anyway with, like, the fire type move. So we're going to use Geomancy to try that power herb out. Alright, Sizer gets withdrawn. We use Geomancy, which raises a lot of our stats, and then we can just go ahead and spam Dazzling Gleam. Ooh, it doesn't want to kill with all those buffs though. That's surprising. Used Restore as well. Let's just go for another Dazzling Gleam here. We're gonna need one more. Ooh, Nasty Plot. Special attack raises from that, but we should have him finished off. Okay, we do. Nice. And then what Pokemon is next? Corviknight, okay. I wonder if Hyper Voice would be better. I mean, they're both not very effective, and we have Stab on the Fairy, so I'm guessing that will just be better regardless. Ooh, my evasion fell. I don't like that very much. Corviknight gets finished off. Sizer comes back out. Again, we might be able to use the... Oh, I know. Why is the Steel type resist normal or something? I don't know, I might. Maybe we need a better move than secondary move than Hyper Voice on our Xerneas then. That might have been the wrong play. Oh, King Gambit gets killed in one turn. That's tough. But it happens. Sizer comes out next. One hit brings them down to 13%. They try to go for the Swords Dance. Maybe if they have like quick attack or something, they'll hit us first. But yeah, they're not speeding us. Sizer, nice try, but it's just not going to happen. And we won that rival battle. Okay. Fairy rival is next. We're going to have Fairy against Fairy, which will be pretty interesting. We can Pokeheal that team up, and I guess we need to probably level up our Pokemon a bit more. Because, I mean, we're level, what, 52 on Primarina? Like, that's just not very good. Okay, I am back, and I think we need some money, first of all, because we need Pokeballs. Yeah, we don't have any Pokeballs. You know what I could probably do is... Oh, a Patrat spawn on me. I don't actually really care about a Patrat, but maybe we should still... Oh, we don't even have a Pokeball. Okay, let's defeat it so it at least says it in chat. Where is that thing? Patrat, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean say that we killed it. I thought I was supposed to. Well, no one will know. I also, like I said, was gonna get some apricorn seeds in my bone blocks, and then we're just gonna have to craft the Pokeballs ourselves. We need like $1,000 to be able to get into a dungeon again too, so... Because we have to at least get in to make a tiny bit of money so we can buy, or get the gold for like Pokeballs. Oh, yes, of course. /STS will help us do that. Do we have any Pokemon? 3,200 is honestly good enough for me. I don't have to search through a bunch of Pokemon in order to find something better than that. Alright, I guess you can't plant stuff on these leaves. We're going to need to make some shears and RTP and get some apricorn leaves, I guess. Which is fine, but it might take me... Okay, no, it won't take me a second to find it. I already did. Let's get a good amount. We can just actually plant some real apricorns at our base. We can keep harvesting when we go back there. By home Xerneas, we can go right back and then place in a little bit of a row right here. I think that's definitely going to be more than good enough for now. We can place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the yellow ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, oh, whatever. I don't even know what I just said. Either way, they're all placed. Let me get like 2 stacks of each. I'm just going to spam click and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, there are 2 stacks of each apricorn right here, so that's actually pretty good for me. I use up like all my Bilmo though, but that's gonna craft me a lot of things, so I just have to go into a dungeon in a second here and grab a bunch of gold. I'm just gonna hold these apricorns in a chest for now. And then once I do collect a bunch of gold, we can craft them up and try to level up our Pokemon a bit. Probably all to at least 75, which is gonna obviously take a while. So I think I'm gonna join a dungeon now. So basically the only thing I need to go ahead and get is the gold, and I need some more diamonds from there so I make new diamond armor because mine is breaking. If we happen to find another mending book, and I mean plain mending might be good enough, honestly. I'm not sure though. Alright, I will get back to you guys when I make some money and get a bunch of gold, which hopefully won't take too long. Alright, so I'm back from dungeons. I actually made a pretty good amount of money as well, but I should have, where are my apricorns? I should have enough to craft. I actually need to get a piece of wood though first, but a bunch of extra Pokeballs now that we can use for the rest of this video, specifically leveling up. Or I guess if we're going to the end, Dusk Balls would have been better, but I guess I'll just have to use what I have. Or we could buy some Dusk Balls too. I mean, how many Ultra Balls are we even crafting? 4 stacks. I mean, we're gonna go through those, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to end up buying more Pokeballs either way. Starting now, I'm gonna go ahead and fly around the end and catch a bunch of unknown, and once I get all my Pokemon to around level 75, maybe I'll try to do some more battles and then... Oh no, wait for it to be time to fight the rival again. We only got a couple left, and I think we're gonna win again this time. Alright, my Primarina just hit level 75, which is definitely gonna be good enough for now. I'm gonna give back the throat spray, I think it was. I guess I left it in my chest at home. I'll have to remember to put it back on then. But let's get Xerneas level 75. And then we still could get Whimsicott to level 75. It's only 2 levels, so it shouldn't really take that long at all. And then Fluttermane is gonna have to have 10 levels, but... Again, it's not going to take me too crazy long, I think. I can't STS yet, but we can go ahead and Wonder Trade our 6th slot, which is an unknown. And we got a Gligar, which we cannot use. Let's also check the GTS if somebody has added like a Fairy-type Pokemon that looks interesting. Yeah, it doesn't really look like anybody else has added... I mean, I don't think I see a single Fairy-type Pokemon on here in the first place. Except Popplio, which evolves into one, but other than that... Fluttermane too, but we have a Fluttermane. Oh, and there's a Xerneas up there. I think the Xerneas was already up there a couple days ago when we originally looked though as well. There's a bunch of like level 100s around here, like high level unknown in the first place. Xerneas got a level 75. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Fluttermane now. and move Fluttermane to slot number 1. Then let's go ahead and give Xerneas back the power herb before I forget. I just used up all of the rest of my Pokeballs. I'm gonna buy some Dusk Balls now so I can continue leveling a bit because I'm not actually finished. Just a stack for now should be fine. Yeah, there's a level 99 here that I was trying to catch, and that will level Fluttermane up to 75. Alright, there we go. Fluttermane is also 75 now, so let's take that lucky egg back. Give it that booster energy back, and then the last Pokemon left is Whimsicott, which only needs like 2 levels. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just gotta swap him to the first slot still. There we go. And it should only be like 10 unknowns, probably something like that. I'm also on a 113 catch train. That's how many unknowns I've caught just leveling up here with all the Pokeballs as well. I used all my 4 stacks of Ultra Balls and some Ancient Jet Balls that I had gotten from a challenge, I think. Okay, I think I got a little bit carried away. My Whimsicott is now level 81. Let's give the Covert Cloak back, and then I might see if someone wants to have a battle before. We have a lot of time to fight the next rival anyway. I do gotta grab my Throat Spray as well for Primarina, so let me put that item on them. And then there were a couple people that were wanting to battle, so I'm just gonna find a spot somewhere. Let's also lead Whimsicott Xerneas, I think. Okay, so I'm in a battle. I went AFK for a second, so I gotta make a move because this guy's been waiting for a second. Let's use Geomancy and Tailwind. Hopefully that goes alright. I don't think either of these Pokemon know Fake Out. Alright, we get our boost. Flamethrower gets used on Whimsicott. Whimsicott does faint, but honestly, that's probably better for us anyway. Oh, Xerneas does take a good amount of damage too. Let's go ahead and use both of our Pokemon and just spam Dazzling Gleam on each of them. This should probably kill both of them in one hit, I would assume. So we're definitely moving first, unless they protect or something, but because that would stall or Tailwind a team. Alright, Noctowl faints in one turn, and Charizard faints from the secondary attack. Alright, 2 more Pokemon. We can use Dazzling Gleam again. I don't think this guy had a legendary, so this wasn't very fair. It wasn't a very fair battle. And just go ahead and put both these moves down. Alright, we hit once, then they use a Shadow Ball, which hits Fluttermane first, I guess, actually, somehow. Or did both for a Pokemon move? Yeah, I'm honestly not entirely sure what happened, but I'm just gonna do both fairy moves again. Oh, did I use Geomancy by accident on Xerneas? Oops. That's why we didn't kill them. Well, I get to use the move again, so... But I did not mean to do that. Swampert faints. Shadow Ball gets Fluttermane. Then we can bring up Primarina, which actually has a Hyper Voice Water attack because of the ability. And then let's Dazzling Gleam. I mean, either way, we're going to finish off this last Pokemon. It was a good fight, but also we had a Paradox and a Legendary, so we definitely should have won that. I also think we should play Flash Cannon to counter like Fairy types, other Xerneas maybe on or Xerneas. So if we do slash home Xerneas, then I was going to replace that with Hyper Voice because I mean we already have one of those kind of moves on the other Pokemon. I think that's an okay swap out. I don't know if we battled Time Wizard yet this video, but if we did, he was using a Troll Team. Like I think he was the one using the Pokemon and stuff. So hopefully this time it'll be a little bit more of a challenge for us. He's still using a Pikachu, but he also has Jirachi this time, so... I mean, either way, Tailwind's gonna work because we have the move on it, but I'm not sure if either of these Pokemon have something to make us flinch, so... maybe going for like a Protect first turn would be an okay idea on Xerneas, just to see what he is planning. Then, yeah, I'll just be able to see if he was gonna do anything or if I would have been fine. Iron Head and Xerneas, that's a 30% flinch chance and would have been super effective. Iron Tail and Whimsicott. Okay, Whimsicott fades in one turn, so I think we have to go ahead and probably use Geomancy because our Tailwind now is going to have 2 turns left after we even use it. I'm probably going to use like Shadow Ball or Mystical Fire. We could probably target Jirachi with Shadow Ball and Fluttermane, and then, yeah, go ahead and just Geomancy. I think that's going to be the best play we can do right now, that I can think of at least. Jirachi gets one hit killed by Fluttermane. Xerneas gets off the Geomancy at least, at the very bare minimum. Pikachu, again, actually gets a kill. Like, this Pikachu's pretty OP somehow. I don't even know how. I wonder what item it's using or, like, the setup. We have a Rhyhorn. Let's use Hyper Voice. That's going to be super effective against the Rhyhorn, or at least do a little bit of damage. And then for Xerneas, let's just go ahead and do Dazzling Gleam to hit both of them. I bet that'll be enough to... Oh yeah, Pikachu gets finished off, and Rhyhorn gets finished off by the Hyper Voice. I think that might be it for Pokemon for Time Wizard. Oh no, wait, he does have one left. Another Fluttermane. That might actually outspeed us, because Tailwind... No, this is the last turn of Tailwind, okay. So let's use Icy Wind to nerf the speed a bit. just preparing for the worst. And then we also have the flash cannon move that I just put on, which is going to help us counter Flutter Mane. And we do go first and one-hit kill it. Alright, I'm ready. The opposing team has 2 Prankster Pokemon, which is definitely interesting. What is Moonblast super effective against? Probably Grimm's Snorride, because that's Dark and Fairy. I assume that's where we're getting that from. We have to put up Tailwind, though. We'll both have Tailwind activated, which is interesting to say the least. I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam. Oh, wait, we weren't supposed to use Dazzling Gleam. We're supposed to use Geomancy. I low-key forgot about that. Oops. Hopefully we don't get one-hit killed, because that would definitely be bad. Dazzling Gleam does a bunch of damage even without the boost. Oh, wait, do they have Zoroark? Oh, they do. Okay. Or Whimsicott has locked into Tailwind, so we just have to swap on that Pokemon. Let's just do Flutter Mane. And then let's protect Xerneas so we can get Flutter Mane in a little bit more safely, hopefully. And maybe they'll target Xerneas to get them out. Alright, Xerneas does use Protect. They Protect again this turn, though. We're not even going to end up using Geomancy this game, I think. I'm just going to double Dazzling Gleam right now, because I think we need some damage to finish these Pokemon off before I boost my stats. And with the Tailwind already up, I just missed out by not clicking at that first turn. It was an accident. Whimsicott switches out. Hopefully they're immune to Fairy. Or else I think they're definitely dead. Okay, yeah, they're both dead this turn. I think that was only one Pokemon's attack to finish them off too. I don't know if Panda had a legendary either though, so I think we are pretty expected to be winning these since our Pokemon are just way more powerful in the first place. I'm gonna Mystical Fire and Flash Cannon the other Pokemon. I'm sure it's powerful enough to finish both of them off. Maybe not Flash Cannon though. I probably should have just done Dazzling Gleam because of the stab. I mean, yeah, he removed my stat changes with a move, but we didn't actually use Geomancy this game, so... And I don't need to use it still, so we just didn't use it. Alright, Carrots wants to have a battle as well, so let's go ahead and invite them to the double battle. We actually probably got to stay in front of them before they can accept it. Alright, Jelly and Breloom. So, Golbat and Breloom. Let's just go for the Geomancy and Tailwind first turn, because the worst that could happen, I don't think either of these Pokemon have Fake Out, so we could, like... Spore could probably put us to sleep, which obviously kind of stinks, but... I guess a Taunt and Breloom would have probably been smarter than Tailwind this first turn, right? I probably should have done that instead. Oh, Golbat used Tailwind, interesting. And Bullet Seed does come out, not Taunt. I wonder if we need to even Taunt then. I might just double attack Breloom to definitely finish off this first turn, so we don't even have to worry about the Spore. Because Breloom's not faster than us, even with their Tailwind too. I doubt it. Dazzling Gleam does go out first. With the Geomancy, it finishes off Breloom. And then the Moonblast gets redirected at Golbat, which brings it to 19%. And Whimsicott does get finished off, and Xerneas is actually 40 HP. I wonder what move ended up getting him that low. I actually don't remember. I was not paying enough attention. Let's bring out Flutter Mane, and then we're just going to spam the double Dazzling Gleam, I think. Ooh, Zapdos. I think definitely then we just want to get in as much damage as possible, so I'm going to do the stab spread moves, both of them. I'm not sure what they're going to pick. I mean, Zapdos could have something like Extreme Speed. I bet Zapdos learns that. It would make sense. So they could finish off Xerneas probably. If Zapdos does happen to have that move. Even if he learns it, I'm just guessing. Dazzling Gleam goes first and finishes both of those Pokemon off. So there should be one more Pokemon, which is going to be... Oh, a Primarina as well. Nice. We have one of those in the back. I'm going to Shadow Ball and Flash Cannon for the super effective against the Fairy. Unless it's not super effective. Maybe Water makes it neutral. Or either way, good fight. That was pretty nice. We're actually going to fight Richfits now too. I've not had the pleasure of battling him in quite a while. So I'm not sure what team he brought. He said he had a team for this. I don't know if it's going to be like something that hard counters me or if it's like a troll or what. I'm excited to find out though. I want to try my absolute best to beat him. I have Victini and Braviary. There's a shiny Victini as well. That is what you get for winning tournaments on Cobble Cove if you guys want to come play and try to win your own. I mean, Braviary is a bird, so I'm already assuming that's probably gonna like Tailwind or something. I'm not sure if it's worth taunting that. I mean, I don't even know if it has a move, right? So it could just be a waste. Something like Moonblast is not going to finish anybody off this turn either. And if they're Tailwinding, we probably want to get our own up. Okay, I think I'll go... I don't know if they have Prankster ability either, though. Alright, I'm going to taunt Braviary and see, assuming that he's going to try to Tailwind, and then we're going to Geomancy on Xerneas. I'm not sure if they have like some move that will steal our effects, but it says Braviary fell for the taunt. Xerneas gets very close to dying from one hit. I don't know if we're going to survive. Because are we getting attacked again in this turn? Okay, we're not. Let's Tailwind is going to go first with Prankster, and then let's Dazzling Gleam and hopefully try to finish at least one of these Pokemon off. Victini gets withdrawn out of the battle, and Torkoal, I mean, it does put Sun up, but Sun shouldn't affect a Fairy move, I think, hopefully. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, they have Focus Sash, though, so Xerneas goes without actually even getting a single KO. definitely not ideal. I think I'll bring in Fluttermane next because we could save Primarina's Hyper Voice Water type to go into Victini. So it's probably better to save that for a second. I wonder, do we just go for something like Helping Hand? Hopefully it goes off when you do like Dazzling Gleam because it hits both of them. Fluttermane should go first, right? Either way, so I'm gonna hope that's true, and that is my turn. We don't even need Helping Hand though, honestly, so maybe I should just like... Oh, looks like Rich Fit's crashed or something out the server. Alright, let's battle Ace Master while he comes back. We can continue that battle in a second. Another Tatsugiri is here. Seems like that same strategy from earlier. I don't know what moves it uses, so I don't know if a taunt is worth it. There's also Ninetales right here. Ninetales has a snow ability, so I doubt it's probably gonna like use a status move, because that's... I mean, the ability already kind of acts as the status move it would use if it was gonna use one, I would think. I'm gonna just Geomancy. Honestly, I think we need to, just to be able to have more damage. I mean, Tatsugiri protects, so that's already good for us, right? We're not getting attacked from at least one Pokemon this turn. And Ninetales is not going to want to kill Xerneas. I just don't see that happening. It would have to be pretty powerful to do that, especially since we got the Geomancy off. Tatsugiri was badly poisoned. Alright, let's try something like Helping Hand. It's a status move, so it's going to go first, and Xerneas should outspeed both of these Pokemon. I mean, it's 0.5 ineffective, but honestly, I'm going to hope that the Helping Hand and everything boosts us enough to kill them. Dondozo comes out, so he gets a bunch of boosts. We're not going to do very good against him. It might be normal effectiveness, though, this turn, so... Also, I think Dondozo is pretty especially bulky. Yeah, I mean, not even a little bit over 40%. And I'm not sure, is it possible for that Dondozo can kill us in a single turn? We should have at least one more turn of going first, so let me just Dazzling Gleam one more time. Maybe we'll get a critical hit and pull it off. Dazzling Gleam gets him down to 16%. Wave Crash does go out in Xerneas and gets us to 26. The recoil finishes off Dondozo though, which is definitely good for us. It might finally be one of these Dondozo teams that have been defeating me over and over again. Howdering comes out, so I guess our Steel Move is going to come in handy here if we can get it off. Howdering kind of seems like the kind of Pokemon that would be like taunting or doing some weird stuff, so I think I might taunt it for safety. Who knows if it has like Prank Star or something. And then let's specifically Flash Cannon that Pokemon and just like, ignore Tatsugiri. We should get the one-hit kill with our stat boosts. Magic Bounce activates. Okay, so Whimsica's taunted then. And it has a bad ability, I shouldn't have done that. But it's okay, now I know. Does get finished off in one turn. And Tatsugiri is poisoned. I don't really know this trap behind that though. Ace Master publicly announces her move in the chat. I'm just kidding, it doesn't matter, but... let me attack... Oh yeah, Flash Cannon's gonna be good against Alola and Ninetales too, right? Let's Moonblast that Pokemon and just Dazzling Gleam. I guess Ninetales resists Steel for whatever reason. Or actually, I wonder if it's just an error because it's telling us what Tatsugiri resists. Let's just try it. Okay, yeah, one hit kills Ninetales. Okay, we did actually win that battle, nice. Finally a win against the Dondozo team. But if I remember correctly, I don't know if Ace even had a Legendary or Paradox Pokemon, so again, that probably should have been a win in our book anyway. So let's go ahead and battle the Fairy Trainer now. That's another reason I added the Steel Move I forgot to mention to my Xerneas, because if we're fighting the Fairy rival, it's kind of just a super nice backup just to have it in case we can't end up defeating it. I think we'll start with Fluttermane, and if we wipe the whole team with Fluttermane, so be it. If not, we can swap into something like Xerneas. I don't think I'll use my worst Pokemon on purpose, because we're already under-leveled. I think there might be 2 legendaries. I'm not actually sure what Pokemon this trainer has, I forget. But let's go ahead and use something like Shadow Ball. I mean, it could nerf the special defense anyway, so... Tapu Fini gets withdrawn the first turn, hopefully into something that takes super effective damage. Yeah, Shadow Ball does hit Fluttermane. It is super effective and one hit kills it, so we just took down one of their Paradox, which is going to be a problem otherwise. Tapu Fini comes back, I'm just going to spam Shadow Ball again. Well, ends up hitting Grimmsnarl instead, which doesn't do very effective damage. Pretty good swap. But let's just use Dazzling Gleam instead now, which ends up hitting Azumarill. It's not going to do anything crazy then. But I mean, 60% health is pretty okay. We have a Shadow Ball on Clefable, which brings it to 41% again. I think we just got Pokemon at 41% health. Just finished off the Tapu Fini finally. The trainer's been swapped around a little bit, trying to, I guess, bring out a better counter, but we are defeating this NPC rival pretty well. Okay, I did end up winning. Just finished off the last couple of Pokemon right there, and it was honestly a pretty easy battle, so I'm going to get right back into doing... I have to rematch Rich Fitz, and there's another player too I think I was going to have a battle with. Well, not really a rematch, because our battle kind of got disconnected, so... Alright, well, we're back in a rematch with Rich. did disconnect, but I might just try like basically the same thing I did last time because it ended up working. Who knows if we'll do something different. I guess we'll see what happens. Taunt Braviary again. B-Crate goes on Xerneas and actually brings it to 11 HP this time, which definitely sucks. Do get the boost, but can't do much with 7 health. The other Pokemon does hit Xerneas this time as well. So Xerneas actually gets finished off and doesn't do literally anything that game. I should have protected the first turn, which is okay. We're definitely doing worse already than we were the other battle, so the other one I was feeling like I did have a pretty good chance to win. I'll probably just Dazzling Gleam both these Pokemon, and we did Tailwind already, right? So maybe just Helping Hand. Hopefully help it finish something off. Does Helping Hand boost like special and normal attack, or am I just wasting a move? Like I didn't actually read it too well. Like what if it only boosts like normal physical attack? That would suck. Alright, Futtermane is going to attack with it, and Whimsicott gets finished off. Dazzling Gleam goes last for some reason. It did like a Trick Room or something go down? Why is Futtermane moving last? That is very odd, I can't lie. Maybe it's something to do with the Helping Hand move. But let's go ahead and use Power Gem on Braviary and Hyper Voice so we can try to get that Torkoal eliminated. I mean, we have Tailwind, right? So we should go first. At least before Torkoal. If not, I must have missed something. Or maybe I didn't activate Tailwind and I forgot. I honestly have no idea. Guess we're going to see what Rich selects here. Torkoal protects, I mean, it makes sense. Esper Ring on Primarina. The speed goes up on Braviary, but we do finish it off, thankfully. And Primarina kind of tanks the hit pretty well. What is the last Pokemon? Is this going to be Victini? I mean, that'd be good for us because Primarina has a wild move that's going to hit both of them for super effective. It's just, are we going to even get it off a single time? And what is the bigger threat here? Like, do we... Dazzling Gleam, it's not effective, though? Like, I wonder if we just Shadow Ball Victini, try to get out of the game, and then Hyper Voice. Hopefully we move first. I have no idea what Victini's speed is. Could be using something to boost the speed too. But Victini protects. Torkoal can't protect this turn though, so our Shadow Ball gets wasted. Hyper Voice goes out and does finish off Torkoal. We have that special attack boost, so the Sunlight is strong. Not good for us. I think we need to target Mamoswine with a rock move and one-hit kill it, because we don't know what it's planning. I'm gonna go ahead and use Hyper Voice for the multi-attack, I guess. Mamoswine, I wouldn't imagine has high speed because it's like a big, bulky, Mamoswine, so like, I don't see it being faster than my Pokemon. Primarina's speed is pretty slow, but Fluttermane, I'm definitely expected to outspeed both of these Pokemon. I mean, our special attack is high, so Mamoswine might protect. I could see definitely that being the case, but because it just came out. Victini already protected, so it's not going to be able to. I think we have a good chance to win here still, even with our Xerneas getting knocked out round 1. I guess it just depends. Oh, Power Gem does nothing to Mamoswine though. Primarina doesn't get a move off, so that fight went from looking possible to now we look like we lose guaranteed. Because yeah, we don't have an extra Pokemon. It was definitely close though. Which one did less damage? Like, who's the target here, I wonder too? I don't know if there is a good target. I think we just have to try. I mean, Victini we can one-hit kill with Shadow Ball. But Victini could have protected. We got crit anyway, so we are dead there. But it was a good battle. I think this guy, whose name I will not say, may want to battle me. Let's go ahead and challenge him to a battle just in case that is the case. He teleported to me, so I'm assuming. Alright, so we have a Lucario and Garganacl. I mean, these Pokemon don't strike me as something that we'll be able to counter. I don't think Lucario knows Fake Out. I can see Garganacl knowing Fake Out bet. I guess we're betting on, does this guy know he should Fake Out Xerneas, if that's even possible? I'm gonna assume no, and we're gonna try the Geomancy. Extreme Speed hits Whimsicott. Doesn't really do any damage though, so we're definitely good for now. Tailwind goes up, the Power Herb gets consumed, and Geomancy goes down. Polished Stones float in the air. I think that means Stealth Rock was set around us, and I missed that in chat though. I'm just gonna use the Spread Fairy move, and then we're gonna Helping Hand Xerneas as well. Just trying to finish as many Pokemon off at once. And the Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam does finish off Lucario and the Garganacl. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. I'm not sure how we will be able to lose this. I mean, they should have a legendary coming out, hopefully. Ooh, they don't. Okay. Well, this was going to be a win either way, probably. We just have a way better Pokemon. I say we just protect Xerneas for a second and do something like Taunting. I mean, Mousehold. I think the strategy with Mousehold is like Population Bomb. That's what I was trying to use it for at one point. I don't think it's a very status-heavy Pokemon, so let's try Taunting Corviknight. I think that would probably, out of anybody, use like Roost and try to stall. So we're disabling that is definitely going to be useful for us. Whimsicott does get finished off. Corviknight ended up using Brave Bird. I'm gonna use Fluttermane. I'm just gonna hit with the double Dazzling Gleam, I think. Or, you know, actually, Mystical Fire and Corviknight, that could probably finish it off. The Mystical Fire does indeed finish it off, so we did win with only losing Whimsicott. But again, looks like this guy didn't have any legendaries or Paradox. I think he also actually brought 6 Pokemon, though, because 2 more Pokemon come out. So let's see if we can kill these guys, too. I'm just gonna Dazzling Gleam both of them, as well as... I might just double Dazzling Gleam, honestly, instead of doing like Shadow Ball. Just the spread move sounds a lot more appetizing than... Oh, 6%. And there we go. I don't think he can fit any more Pokemon in his party, so yeah, that's it. We did win the battle there. Alright, so we're doing one more battle right now. We have a battle against Gilded. I don't believe we battled him yet this video. Speed Setter, Big Dog. Okay, I don't know what these Pokemon... It's a Talonflame and Primal Groudon. Those are definitely some Pokemon. I mean, Primal Groudon's power kind of scares me, so I'm wondering if I should, like, protect. Maybe literally have, like, the Desolate Land ability activated. I don't know if we can get away with surviving a turn, so I might just try to get Tailwind up because of the Prankster and then protect once, just to kind of see what moves they go for. Xerneas protect, Fire Punch hits Xerneas, but we protected it. Hey, what did Talonflame use? Tailwind? Let me just look here. I want to make sure I am... Wait, Brave Bird on Xerneas. Oh, yeah, we had a double attack on Xerneas, so we got Tailwind up for free, technically, but I'm still kind of scared. Do we not just die? Because Geomancy's not going to want to kill Primal Groudon. I guess we just try to get damage out, though. Helping Hand it. Because I'm pretty sure we out... I don't know if we outspeed Primal Groudon, actually. We might be cooked. I mean, Talonflame is a very fast Pokemon as well. Ooh, we do outspeed. I guess the question is, can we survive at all? Okay, definitely not Primal Groudon's hit. We're very low from that. What did Talonflame use, though, there? Oh, okay, Tailwind. So they have Tailwind now, too. So I guess now is when we would possibly get outsped. Okay, I used Dazzling Gleam once again. Desolate Land is still up. I don't know if Desolate Land ever expires, though, to be honest. It might be up until Groudon dies, which sucks for a Primarina. Oh, we have a move to pick still. I guess we could have used Taunt to stop their Tailwind instead of Helping Hand, but I'm gonna Helping Hand again. Hopefully we get the move off. Taunt goes on Xerneas. I mean, not a big deal, honestly, for us. We do finish off Groudon with the spread move. Oh no, we finished off Talonflame, sorry. Groudon is still alive with 38% health. If Groudon has like a healing move or something, we're just dead. Ooh, okay, we have Rillaboom come out. Grassy Surge activated. Special attack gets boosted. I think we have one turn left to try to deal with this Groudon, so I'm just gonna use Helping Hand spread move, Dazzling Gleam, and hope that it goes first and hits. I don't know Rillaboom's speed. I think Rillaboom is a generally pretty slow Pokemon. Like, off the top of my head, I would say like 75 or 60 something. Oh, Groudon does protect. I mean, Tailwind, they have one extra turn of Tailwind on us, and Fluttermane doesn't have protect, so next turn he's gonna be going first, so I think we're actually kind of cooked because of that. Oh, and the Grassy Glide is healing them. That also sucks for us. I mean, even if we are dead, like, we can attack here. We don't have protect on this Pokemon either, so... Oh, wait, we can Tailwind again because of Whimsicott, though, and his Prankster, so we're still gonna go first. Okay, wait, we don't go first, actually. I'm not entirely sure why, if I'm honest, because Prankster should make us go first. Or I guess maybe Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide might have priority. That could be it. Well, we have Primarina versus Primal Groudon. I don't know if he has another Pokemon left. We do have the Tailwind advantage. Oh, and he has another Pokemon. Okay, we just lose, I think. I'm gonna try my best, though. Desolate Land is still up, so we cannot use a water move. I'm pretty sure that will be disabled. I'm assuming Hyper Voice counts as a water move, even though it's normal, it is water type. I'm gonna assume that would be blocked as well. I guess something like Icy Wind wouldn't be terrible. It says 2 times super effective. Probably better than Moonblast to hit both the Pokemon, because I don't think we're gonna finish these guys off in one turn with Icy Wind. I mean, Primarina's attack, yeah, we need like 4 of those. I'm pretty sure we lose. Dire Claw and Primarina. Oh yeah, Dire Claw itself won it kills, so... It was an okayly close battle, though. And we're in yet another battle. We have the time rematch. Looks like he actually brought a real team this time, so... I'm just gonna go from the start, Tailwind, and... Geomancy. And these Pokemon... Actually, Blastoise might know Fake Out, to be honest. I think it does know Fake Out. It Megas, though, so we should be good. Ace Master asking for a rematch in chat, saying himself he's a sore loser. Interesting. Maybe we'll rematch him after, but we're currently in a battle. Kyogre just did a bunch of damage. Our Xerneas gets finished off by the Mega Blastoise and Kyogre, so we once again lose Xerneas with it doing absolutely nothing. I should probably get more comfortable just protecting for a turn, Because, I mean, Xerneas, everyone knows Xerneas is a huge threat, so it's going to be pretty common they use, like, genuinely every move that they have to try to finish it off. Let's bring out Fluttermane. Photosynthesis boosts special attack. And let's go ahead and just Dazzling Gleam and see how much damage we can do. I'm pretty sure we're dead here, like, either way. In Helping Hand. But I don't think a Helping Hand is going to finish off either of these Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, it gets them to half health, but I don't think we live one turn either. I mean, Fluttermane lives from that, but then the Blastoise gets a turn to attack too, which does finish us off with Flash Cannon, which is a super effective move. So we've got one Pokemon left, and we've taken down 0 from this, from Time's team. I think one of the things my team is missing is probably, like, I'm just gonna Hyper Voice as well, but we don't have anything to stop weather. Like, if Primal Groudon wasn't boosted by the weather and we had some sort of something to disable it, I mean, I could probably definitely do a bit better. Because Drizzle is up right now too. Drizzle can actually be disabled, but someone was suggesting Wide Guard in chat. I guess that could work too. And Rich Fit said this one is getting cut from the video. I would never cut a battle out of my video though. Every battle is a learning experience. Oh, and he has a Arcaralodon, I can't pronounce that right now for some reason, which is very much so boosted in the rain, so if we weren't cooked before, we definitely are now. And there goes our last Pokemon. At least we got one though. So as everybody knows by now, this has been my team for a pretty good minute. Xerneas is obviously the star of the show, but I was wondering if there's anything else I could maybe get. Like, I know weather was a big issue there. I think someone mentioned Wide Guard, so I wonder if I could get like a Pokemon that could help with weather. Maybe like an ability that could disable it or something. I'm really not sure. And then maybe a Pokemon with Wide Guard, so if we do get someone attacking both the Pokemon, like that could maybe help us out. I'm not entirely sure. Because that could come in very handy if we did have something like that. So I might look up a little bit and see what options I have with the Fairy type. So I was kind of looking at what our options are, because, I mean, I kind of give up on trying to counter weather because I don't think it's possible. And I kind of just started focusing on countering like Primal Groudon. Then again, I wonder if we could use like a move to help with weather that isn't primal weather. Like, I don't know, maybe we have to look again. I wonder, because right now I was looking for possibly like Togekiss maybe? Someone has a shiny Grimer trapped in a glass box over here. It's probably claimed. Yeah, they have it claimed so no one can steal it. I'm gonna see if Togekiss has like, also has Defog or something along those lines, because I think Defog removes the weather if I'm not wrong on that. Okay, it seems like Defog doesn't actually remove weather. I'm honestly not sure, but I guess our best strategy would be to like, if we did want to do something like that, would be to use like for example, if they set like sun, we could, like rain, we could counter it with water. But other than that, there's not much we can do. And then we'd have to use like, we'd probably want to swap out Helping Hand with Sunny Day and then like Taunt with like Solar Beam, so we could actually like capitalize off of the sun if there is any. Thankfully, I mean, if there is sun or water, like, it's not the biggest deal, I hope. But, I mean, I don't really know what we should do there. I'm trying to replace Primarina, possibly. Like I said, I was thinking of Togekiss. You have the Serene Grace ability. Maybe, like, spam Air Slash. Could be okay against Primal Groudon, but then again, probably just get, like, one tapped. So I'm not sure if there is much I could do. But we've got a couple more days. Oh, yeah, also, I forgot to mention, but I leveled up my Pokemon, so they're 85, 84, 83, and 85 now. But, yeah, I mean, I was looking up a lot of Pokemon and I didn't see anything like very interesting we could like replace last minute. Togekiss is the one that stood out to me the most for the reasons I mentioned before, but at the end of the day, I mean, Primarina isn't a bad Pokemon at all. I think it's pretty okay. We could still replace Sparkling Aria with something. I'm not entirely sure what that could be, but maybe something that counters it. I mean, I just never have a reason to use Icy Wind either, so we could honestly probably swap that out as well. You know, on Primarina, seems like we can also pick Encore for free. That doesn't sound bad. If they use like a really OP move, or I guess not an OP move, like Protect or something, we could use that on them and kind of mess them up. I don't think it's priority or anything though. Can we go on a priority move to check? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just have to look up if it's priority or not. I mean, it's definitely not a bad move at all, yeah, because I could see us using that in multiple scenarios to try and help our team out and mess up some strategies. We do lose our water move, but I've literally not used that water move a single time, so at the end of the day, I don't really mind. Is there any other way I can make Primarina even better? I don't think so. Let me check EVs. Okay, yeah, all my EVs are fine. I don't think Xerneas has gotten outsped yet, so we can keep that speed as is. Oh my gosh, Whimsicott's speed is 305. Does Whimsicott even need speed? Like, could we change the nature to plus special attack, I wonder? I guess it'd be bad if there's an opposing Whimsicott, right? I guess that's why you would run speed. To add speed the opposing Whimsicott, I guess. Because then they could taunt you, which would obviously be bad. Because I think only dark type Pokemon are immune to taunts, so Whimsicotts can get taunted, which will obviously disable you from using 3 moves on my Whimsicott. We'd be locked into only Moonblast. But honestly, it seems like it is time to do another battle, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the next rival. Then hopefully we can battle a couple more players. The ground rival is next, so I guess that Togekiss strategy would have been pretty fun, but I don't think we're gonna end up doing it in this video. Maybe in a flying type only video. It looks like the ground rival is a little bit messed up, guys. I'm gonna have to look into this. Alright, it does look like I indeed fixed it. That was a little bit weird what happened right there, but it is all good now. The rival's also level 92, and the next one is going to be level... what is it? Level 95, I think. So we're probably gonna level up just a little bit more after we finish this fight. Great Tusk does swap out. Looks like we countered them, so that makes sense. The move would have been super effective. Yeah, I mean, that's not very effective. It still did a good amount of damage, so... I'm not gonna Geomancy because that might be too easy, and I think I'd lose the item if I use it in here, so... I'm gonna Protect because it might just leave and withdraw their Pokemon too. Okay, they used Earthquake, so we dodged that at least. I'm gonna use Dazzling Gleam again to try to get some damage, I think. Which does bring them to 2% health. And their move failed, so it seems like we get a free kill on them now. Clodsire comes on next. I don't think either of them was good. Looks like they were Resist Fairy, and Flash Cannon is gonna do neutral damage. Which doesn't do like anything though. Oh, we just got poisoned by the Clodsire, so that's definitely not good. We're kind of on a ticking time bomb now until we die. Xerneas is our most powerful Pokemon, so if we do lose them, there's a good chance we won't be able to finish this rival battle right now. Maybe at least finishing the Clodsire would be good. Seems like we need one more turn to do that. Oh no, they use Recover. Alright, let's just let Xerneas die, honestly. Because the poison's gonna kill it in like 2 turns anyway, so even if we swap out, it's just gonna be sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, actually it was 1 turn left. Let's go into Flutter Mane. We're gonna find the best counters on there. We have 4 moves. One of them are gonna be good. And if not, we also have, like, you know, Stab, Shadow Ball, so... Okay, they do swap our Clodsire. Interesting. Mamoswine comes on next, so we hit that with the Shadow Ball. Bring it down to 32%. I think I'm gonna do a Mystical Fire just in case they don't swap. Swaps back into Clodsire. Mystical Fire hits for a little bit. We get Special Attack drop, though, so... We probably want to kill this thing fast before it, like, poisons us. That would be really bad. Oh, they have a Groudon. Oh, with Sunlight. Okay, that's not good at all. Oh, Shadow Ball does a lot of damage, though. I think we just spam Shadow Ball, right? I mean, I can't think of anything better to do. Mamoswine gets finished off right there. What are you going to bring our next ground rival? I assume the Groudon again, but... Okay, yes, the Groudon is back. There's a Groudon here, too, which is a pretty iconic... Oh, okay, the Groudon leaves. Don't know why they swapped it in my Fairy type, but Groudon comes back out. Very good strategy here with the ground rival, swapping him in and out. Classic. Yeah, he probably thought Groudon would survive that hit and then one-hit kill me with the sun boosted move. I can see what the ground rival was going for here, but didn't really work out this time, unfortunately for him. Let's try Dazzling Gleam once again. Okay, we use a fairy move on Great Tusk, the last Pokemon left, and oh, I won the battle. All right. Oh my gosh, the last rival once again. Is that the dragon rival? Oh my goodness. We are so close to being finished, but hopefully we can get some more battles in today. Maybe get up to like level 90, who knows. Might try just a tad bit of leveling. Probably need some money as well, unfortunately, but... Alright, I was just at spawn here and a Tapu Fini spawned on me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and catch this just with my Master Ball. I don't know if we'll end up using it because there's like no time left, but I mean, it could definitely be worth looking into. I'm also already using Legendary, but at the end of the day, it is a fairy type, so I don't see why I shouldn't catch it. I don't know what else I would use my Master Ball for, so... And it could come in handy for the NPC rival or something like that too, who knows. Alright, I did level up my Pokemon since I saw you guys last, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've been back since I did that. I don't know, I went to bed after, but... We have level 91, 92, 91, and 94, which honestly I think is pretty good. There's actually not many people on right now. It's probably a school day for a lot of people, I guess, or something. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do many last minute battles here. Which is a little sad. I definitely want to battle these some players before the 100 days is up. But I also got to finish this video this afternoon if I can. We have the rival battle at the very bare minimum. So I'm going to ask in chat in case any of the few people on do want to battle. Ooh, there's a Tepig right here. I don't think it would hurt to catch a Tepig. I mean, I did spend a pretty good amount of time leveling my Pokemon anyway. I could probably go back to doing that just a little bit more. Oh yeah, I also play dungeons. I forgot to mention that. I got like $53,000 in case I ended up wanting to use anymore. Oh yeah, and I did record last night. I forgot that Tapu Fini spawn, so where did I put it? Yeah, right here. What is Tapu Fini's abilities? Misty Surge turns the ground into misty terrain when the Pokemon enters a battle. Does it have any more abilities? Telepathy, I mean, telepathy is probably not the best. Rich Fit says he'll battle for money. I don't really have money, but if I had a couple more gems, I could offer him a, or if we do slash warp tokens, can we buy more gems? Oh, we can't get enough. I mean, maybe I should offer him, a shiny key though still or something. I could buy one even after the video's over when I get a couple more gems, so if it's the only way we could get last battle, maybe we will. It says that move Soak changes the type into water. Like, that could be good in some context, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, we ended up at just exactly 20% X. I really stopped catching stuff after, I guess. You know, the Dragon Rifle might be last, but at the end of the day, we have 4 types with at least 1 move on each Pokemon that is a direct counter to the Dragon type. So I think we're probably gonna be okay. But I don't know if you know if I asked this question in this video. Since we got some time to just talk, if you guys want to leave your favorite fairy type Pokemon in the comments below, gotta leave it if you hear me saying this. A lot of people don't watch the entire video, so if you're listening to me, it's already rare enough, right? So you have to leave a comment. What is your favorite fairy type Pokemon? Additionally, if you just literally can't decide, you could just decide your favorite member of my final team I'm using right now. So that's just 4 options. It's an easy choice. What is your favorite member? Which one have you enjoyed watching the most in the battles? Which one is your favorite model? Doesn't matter what you're basing it off of. Just leave a comment, I'm curious. Preferably favorite fairy type in general, because I'd love to learn some new fairy types. Trying to see if I can find that Mimikyu last second, just because Mimikyu is a cool Pokemon, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. But yeah, that's my idea for running around in a forest at the moment. I swear I just saw a Togepi, but I really doubt Togepi spawns here. Must have been Tandemaus or however you pronounce that name. I'm not entirely sure. Do we have a Drillbur yet? Well, I think the Drillbur's underground, so I have no idea if I have it because I cannot find it. Let me buy like another stack of Ultra Balls just so we can catch stuff if we find it in the wild here. So we have like a stack and a half of Pokeballs now. Duskull's a cool Pokemon, but of course not fairy type. I kind of like my strategy for my team too because I've obviously heard the rumors of how powerful Geomancy Xerneas was. I'm sure there's like some tech I was missing out on. I was doing something wrong with it as well. Whimsicott, of course, like that's just one of the, I'm pretty sure like that's probably one of the best fairy type Pokemon of all time, or best Pokemon in general, if it can fit into the current like format that's being played. Prankster, of course, is just a really good ability for battling. I feel like I did pretty good in my battles this time, like way better than my last teams. My fire team was pretty okay because we had that the drought and stuff, but if I redid my fire video, I think I would do a lot better. So maybe someday we'll have to do that. Like getting Primal Groudon or something for a fire type only video would be super sick. And I mean, just Fluttermane too. Like Fluttermane is such a cool fairy type Pokemon, honestly. I love the photosynthesis ability boosting the stat. I feel like it makes like versatile in that way. I kind of thought I just boosted the speed stat if I'm being honest. Like I did not expect to boost my special attack. And I'm not actually sure if that's like even something people do. But at the same time, I think we were always outspeeding the opponents because we had Tailwind, right? So like, I don't know. I think it would be pretty difficult to outspeed us. This Fluttermane does have a pretty high base speed from what I've heard and what I've looked at. And Primarina was just our starter. I did not actually expect to keep Primarina this long. At first we were doing that strategy of like the neutralizing gas, but neutralizing gas would die in like 1 turn. So it wasn't doing anything, I feel like. And I mean, if you just ignore the wheezing, I essentially have 1 Pokemon on the field, so I also didn't get to use my Encore ability, unfortunately, but that would come in handy, I feel like. Time Wizard's gift selling us this Fluttermane was like a big clutch too. Like the IVs were perfect. It came with like this moveset. We didn't even have to like buy any moves or switch the moves once. We just used what was already on it. I assume he put those on it. I really don't know. The only thing that would have made it better if it was shiny. And you know, if you guys want to play Cobble Cove, you can get shiny Pokemon. Like, look at this combo top. These are the top change on the server right now. This number 1 slot, Jojo the Vulture, is trying to get shiny Salandit, I guess, the female version. So he's at an 1800 chain. That is crazy. But Time Wizard, like I said earlier in the video, the Fluttermane guru, for lack of a better word, he's at 155, so he's gonna get a shiny Fluttermane at some point. Like, if you really want a shiny Pokemon in Cobble Cove, all it takes is some dedication and catching it over and over again. Especially with the Pokesnacks that were added. I don't personally know how to use Pokesnacks, I keep stuttering my words, sorry about that, but they can like make it way easier to get rare Pokemon, like chaining the Rulodon. I'm sure they make it chaining the Paradox Pokemon easier, like Fluttermane and stuff, because you can chain those on the server. Some servers you can't, but it just makes it way easier to get better IVs on them, because if not, you can't breed them. It's not really possible to get good IVs. But this way, you know, somebody that is on the chain like Time Wizard, we went ahead and bought the Fluttermane from him. So, I mean, if you want to become the richest player on the server, you might be able to just chain Pokemon, save up a bunch of good IV ones, and sell them or something. Who knows? I just feel like there's so much fun stuff to do in Cobble Cove, and I definitely want to look into different formats of videos too. I'm just talking, running around for the last of these 10 days, looking for that Mimikyu still. But I was thinking of making a like deserted island or desert video where I can only stay in that island or the desert in the 100 days. And then we could have, and I would make it on Cobble Cove, I assume so, but we could have like people visiting us and like battling. I think it'd be pretty funny, to be honest. And we would have a limited pool of Pokemon, which I feel like would be so exciting. And people coming from the outside, I guess, would have infinite Pokemon, so that would be interesting. But maybe in the future, we don't have to do it on Cobble Cove either. I could do like a standalone server and invite some people. Definitely a lot of ideas I'm thinking of like that, but honestly, my biggest goal now is just post consistently. So enough with the random talk, guys. I'm gonna see if I can find Mimikyu, and I will see you when I'm ready to kind of finish off these 100 days. I don't know if we're gonna end up getting another battle, but I am satisfied with the battles we've already had. Some very, very intense ones we got, and I feel like we won more than we usually do. So, all right, we're back. Well, it was literally half a second for you guys, but I don't really have a lot of time left in this day to finish this video, but I'm trying to get it done. And somebody wants to battle me, but they're busy right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and fight the rival first, and then do some final battles. Dragapult, I use my move, and we do want to kill him. By the way, guys, next video we should have the glitch fixed where they swap in and out. Somebody linked me something that's supposed to help with that a little bit, so hopefully next video it's not gonna be happening. So far it hasn't happened in this fight yet, but it has been happening in the videos, especially last video I highlighted it a lot. But Garchomp, I mean, this is just so easy because we have 2 times effectiveness against all these Pokemon. So the last rival is kind of anticlimactic, I think. The good news is we're going to battle some players, which should make it a little bit more interesting because they're real people, real fights, real Pokemon and teams that have been thought out and played with. So it should be a lot more difficult to get another win in, especially with people knowing my team. Even if they're not trying to like outright counter me because they know my team, it's hard to not kind of try to counter someone's team, and I can't really switch my team a lot because we're mono fairy, of course, so I'm assuming, at least to a little extent, the people I've already battled are going to be a bit harder to beat. Even if they're using the exact same teams, they know what moves I used before. I'm not as good at remembering that stuff, so we also just won that rival battle. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start this battle right here. Hatterene, I'm almost going to want a Flash Cannon, but like since Ace Master knows that I used Flash Cannon on this exact Pokemon last time, so I'm kind of wondering, do we go for it just for the security? Do a Geomancy? Is a Fake Out coming? I think we kind of have to guess what we should do, and I think the safest option, we don't want Geomancy to get cancelled, right? So I would say probably the safest option is Flash Cannon? No, I said we have to get better at protecting. I'm going to protect. And maybe getting Tailwind up, even if Whimsicott dies, at least we have the speed for like 3 turns. I don't think... Oh, you know, it might be a Trick Room from Hatterene though, right? I mean, a Psychic Pokemon. I may have messed that up. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I was thinking too much of what happened last time. Well, that obviously sucks, but I don't know if there's much we can do. Ursaluna protected, so they're going to be vulnerable this turn. I say we skip the Geomancy and just go for Helping Hand. Oh, wait, no, but we're not going to go first, right? Oh, this is hard. I could have taunted Hatterene the first turn instead of... What did I even do? Oh, Tailwind. Well, that's okay. You live and you learn, right? There's not much we can do about it now. I can probably go ahead and, like, taunt Hatterene. So okay, well, Kingambit comes out instead. Kingambit gets the taunt. They're immune. I mean, I figured it was probably okay. Facade comes out in Xerneas and one hit kills it. Already off to a bad start, of course, because we lose our single Pokemon that's supposed to carry us. But with that first mistake, I don't know. There's not really much coming back from that. I gotta learn what Pokemon know Trick Room better. I mean, I ended up calling out what was gonna happen, right? But, I mean, what do we think is going to happen here? I assume they're both using attacking moves, so an Encore wouldn't be good this turn. I mean, why don't we Encore Kingambit? I feel like it could, like, Swords Dance or something weird just to make sure they win. Because I don't know. Primarina dies anyway in 1 hit. I think we're going to get full swept this match, honestly. Trick Room is powerful with these, like, bulky, slow Pokemon because they don't have to invest anything in speed either. It can all be bulk and attack, we definitely got destroyed. But it was a learning experience. Alright, well, I did. Ace said he wanted to rematch it, and you know, why not? I figured I should go for it. I might use Flash Cannon and Hattery and try to get out the first turn in Tailwind. Because, I mean, they can use Trick Room, but they don't have Prankster, so I think this is the best thing to do. Oh my gosh, it didn't kill it. How does Flash Cannon not... Oh my gosh, how does Flash Cannon not kill it? Okay, well, I should have just used Taunt. It is all my fault that I'm going to lose again. Let's go ahead and use Flash Cannon once again in Hattery, and hopefully we get a better hit. And then we're just going to go ahead and use something like... I don't know, Hattery's going to swap out, right? So let's use like Moonblast on it. Eruption's going to kill Xerneas. Yeah, I just got cooked, honestly. I think that's just a skill issue. But you know, at least I learned what I should have done differently. I feel like I'm learning something, so the battle isn't useless. But we did get fully swept again. I just really thought we'd be able to finish off the Hattery in one turn. Like, I did not expect he would live. Flash Cannon from Xerneas with my special attack being so high. But that's just something you learn with time. I always fly away from people after I start a battle, which I probably shouldn't do because they need to click me to accept. It's just a bad habit. I just thought I'd mention it because it's funny. But let's go for Geomancy first turn. Neither of these are threats, I think. And Tailwind. Alright, so Whimsicott dies first turn. Xerneas gets Geomancy off. We should be able to wipe with the double Dazzling Gleam in the Tailwind. So even though it's not super effective against one of them, I'm just going to double use it. I think it's just better. The stab move, I mean, where else should you go from there? What is Chaos going to do? Charizard and... What is Rowlet's evolution? I actually forget what it's called, I can't lie. Alright, Charizard is a 1 HP. Uses Flamethrower on Xerneas. Doesn't do a lot of damage, thankfully. Swampert comes out. I might go ahead and just Dazzling Gleam again. I mean, it's not very effective, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to spam it until it doesn't work. We did get both of those final kills right there. Torterra's the last. Let's just do Flash Cannon and... Mythical Fire. That is definitely gonna finish it off. We have one turn Trick Room left. I mean, once you get Geomancy and Trick Room up, you really can't do anything against the team, especially since Chaos didn't have Legendaries or Paradoxes. I mean, there's not much he could have done there, so I think he put up a good fight. Alright, we have one battle right here, last battle with Gus. I kind of want to win against him, so I'm gonna take my time and really think on my moves. Fake Out can come out from Incineroar, so Protect is probably going to be a pretty good idea. We're going to Taunt Slowpoke to avoid having Trick Room happen. Prankster goes first, so... Prankster goes first above Fake Out, right? I would think so. I don't know, though, honestly. I mean, if he gets Trick Room up, we lose, right? So hopefully I picked the right thing. Xerneas gets Fake Outed, okay. Taunt on... Oh, Trick Room's immune to... I wonder why. Is there a move or something? He's laughing at me in the chat. Alright, that's definitely a rookie mistake. I'm not exactly sure what would have prevented that. Let's just Geomancy. I mean, what do we do at this point, right? And then Helping Hand. No, I mean, we can't be. We're not even attacking. What do we do here, honestly? Just go for like a hit on Incineroar or something? Okay, asked in chat, it's Slowpoke's ability that makes it immune, so at least I learned something right. Should be able to bring out some water moves here. Geomancy does go off, so let's go for a Dazzling Gleam, I guess. And let's... I don't know if it's worth encoring anybody. I might just Hyper Voice, get our special attack boost out. Flare Blitz on Xerneas brings us to 55. That was also with a Helping Hand, though. Hyper Voice finishes off Incineroar. Slowpoke is getting kind of low. We can pretty much ignore Slowpoke, but we're going to have to probably... Okay, no, that actually gets finished off by the Dazzling Gleam anyway. Oh, Xerneas is asleep. Okay. Oh, Ice Rider. Interesting. Very slow Pokemon, I know that. Let's Protect on Xerneas. I assume they're going to throw everything they have at it. And then let's, like... Is an Encore worth it? Icy Wind? I mean, I'm not sure what the play is here, so... I'm trying to think. Maybe, like, Encore King Gambit, because he might try, like, some status move. I don't know. Okay, it's my best idea. Iron Head? Well, that's definitely not a good move to Encore him into, but we didn't even get our Encore off, actually, though, so... I think we lose this. We don't have Protect, so we can't stall the Trick Room too, so... We're gonna have to survive 2 attacks somehow to live. Let's just Mystical Fire, Ice Rider, and see what happens. We do get one hit killed by Glacial Lance. It was a good fight. I didn't know the Slowpoke's ability, but you live and you learn. Well, I just realized I did not do an outro for my video, so thank you everybody for watching. Click the video on screen now if you do want to watch another one just like it. I think this was a pretty successful video overall, so I am very happy with it. If you liked the video, join Cobblecove, share the video with a friend, like it, subscribe. Goodbye everybody, and I will see you all next time.